this has been a hectic, crazy 20 fucking minutes. I got home 20 minutes before the show is gonna start. I'm frantically scrambling to get all my tabs up. Thank God I finally got an organized way of doing topics now. So I've got everything on an Excel spreadsheet. All I had to do is copy link, copy paste. And then right at the very end, I'm like, oh shit, I still got to do this. Oh shit, I still got to do this. And right as the fucking intro is playing, I'm like, oh shit, I don't have any beer. Fuck. So I got up real quick, ran into the fridge, grabbed a couple beers, jacked in my fucking headphones just in time for that fucking intro to scare the shit out of me as always. Like, fuck, I forgot that was going to happen. Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Skinemax Saturday. You're on Best Talking. I don't know how the show's gonna go, man. On top of the fact of all that craziness, my head is spinning right now. I went to this movie, I saw the movie, and then rushed over here, and I'm running on one single breakfast sandwich and a tub of popcorn right now. Oh, a Mountain Dew. So,
well, the Mountain Dew's holding you over.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Alf, what's up, man?
Dude, I'm good. This is my third stream today, so.
Oh, he's gonna have that. What do we call it? Streamer brain, something like that. When you do like just 10 streams in a day.
I did 2 game streams earlier today, so this will be my end of the day stream.
Game stream's not the same thing.
No, it's not.
Playing a video game.
Yeah. No, it was fun. I'm at 553 subs.
Hell yeah.
1,000 more views left. I need viewing hours.
I tried helping you out. I don't know how much good it did, but I left your playlist on my laptop overnight a couple days ago. So I hope you picked up some hours.
The only problem is if the volume's not up just slightly, it won't count it.
What?
Yeah.
If it's on mute, it knows it's on mute and what you're doing.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I left that running for. I left it throughout the day. I think I left that run for like 24 fucking hours, and you didn't get anything. Fuck you, YouTube.
Yeah. So what I've noticed with YouTube with the viewing hours is it's always delayed. Like it doesn't give me an update. It's like a day. Yeah, it takes a couple days to get to update the views, but.
Well, it's still I don't know. I try to help.
I know. The effort was there.
What's up, Alec Baldwin's finger, everybody? How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Been arguing with people on Twitter today on the best way to cook a steak. And then,
I've been thank you so much. Now all of a sudden I'm hungry as fuck because of those pictures you've been sharing just popped in my head. Those are some good pictures.
Medium, by the way.
Yes.
Medium is acceptable. Medium rare also acceptable.
Yeah.
You know, I think that someone would probably like disown me or hate my guts for this, but I have a meat subscription, right? So I forgot to like keep pausing it, so I have a freezer completely full of steaks right now. It's complete. I have no room for anything. Please, dear God, I cannot forget to pause this account one more fucking time,
dude. That's a problem to have.
It actually is a problem, but at the same time, I'm not going hungry anytime soon. All right, if fucking apocalypse happens, at least I've got steak to last for a while.
Yeah.
But no, I think people would probably hate me for this, but part of the subscription is T-bones, and I hate cooking with the fucking T-bones, so I cut all the fucking meat off, and then I just cook those 2 slabs separate, because also trying to eat it and like cut away from the it drives me nuts. So tell me, am I wrong for that? Am I an evil meat eater for wanting to cut the bone off before I cook it?
No.
Any opinion?
I'm a filet mignon or a ribeye person myself. I don't like dealing with all that stuff.
It's really good meat though. That's the thing. I love the closer to the bone it gets, it's so soft, it's so juicy. It's really good meat.
Yeah, I like.
It's a pain in the ass to cook and eat.
Yeah, I like ribeyes. However, when my favorite breakfast is steak and eggs. So give me some steak and eggs and a T-bone with eggs. Yeah, that's where it's at.
I've never been a steak and eggs kind of guy. I don't know if even in my life I've ever done it, because growing up, I was always eggs, bacon, sausage kind of kid. You know, I don't think my parents ever cooked steak for breakfast. So I've got to try, because I think at this point in my life, I'm getting sick of eggs and sausage. It's like that's pretty much what I have.
I do eggs and steak for dinner.
Oh yeah, I should try.
That's good.
Mix things up.
And then you want to top that off. Put some hash browns with the like good hash browns, not like McDonald's hash browns, but good hash browns.
I'm so hungry now, you assholes. Why'd you have to do? I blame you, ABF. You fucking prick. All right,
it's not my fault. It's the well done steak people that I had to go fight.
Oh God! Oh, you're arguing. People want to say "well done" for steak. Oh no! People need to
well done.
The
meat is too tough when you have well done. You get a medium or medium rare, and it's medium or medium rare. You get soft. It's just so tender.
Yeah. Well, you lose all the taste. I mean, you don't have. You're cooking the juices out. I don't understand well done at all.
Well, they think that they're gonna get sick if they don't cook it all the way.
Oh, they're little fucking they're little bitches.
Oh,
yeah,
I smell fish in here.
They weren't raised properly.
Yeah, that's not the case. That's not the case with beef. You can cook it or less and still be fine.
I mean, you just got to know the temperatures. I've got a temperature fucking thing on the side of my fridge. If I ever want a reference, I go for rare. I've got, because obviously I've been cooking a lot of steaks, so I've got it down to science. I know exactly how long. I've got different cuts, have different thicknesses, so I've got it down in my head now. Is how long. But the main thing is you definitely have to have a good char on it. That's the most important fucking thing. That's something I learned early on.
Yep.
Or it took me a while to learn. When I started getting into this, I finally learned to get a good char. I learned the biggest lesson that anyone who wants to cook a good steak, you have to understand you got to take it out of the fucking fridge and let it get to room temperature. That's the way to fucking do it. And it took me a long time to figure that out.
I like it when the fat gets a little crispy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate the fuck out of you guys being here. Let's see if anyone else is going to pop in here a little bit. Say hi to some chats. David P is watching the UFC.
Nice.
No, God!
I didn't realize UFC was going on at the same time as I am right now. So
it's usually Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Both him and Bruce. Traitors. No, it's cool, obviously. Who's fighting? Must be a big fight. Or is it a big ticket? Huh. I'm not much into it. So, I mean, if it's not like Ronda Rousey or the Irish dude at this point, then I don't recognize any of them.
Who's that fighter that's always like, because my balls was hot, Joe Rogan? You know who I'm talking about? Why'd you take your pants off?
What?
Because my balls was hot, Joe Rogan. That's why.
My balls was hot.
Yeah.
I don't know that one. I do. Okay, I do. Hilarious. So there's the ones who are really badass, like they like when Trump is there, they get out and they get all that fucking loving on Trump and everyone. So there's that one guy, shaved head, got a fucked up ass nose. He's awesome. I've seen the one who has that trippy fucking pink hair. He's on the Pat McAfee show a lot. He may look like a fucking weirdo UFC version of Dennis Rodman, but he's fucking badass too. Yeah, I gotta start getting into it. The thing is that with like combat sports and shit like that, it's never been something I've been into because I like sports where I have something I can connect to, and it's always like that home team thing, Maybe an original Wisconsin boy, that's why I support all the Wisconsin sports because that's my hometown. Like, how do I find somebody to root for, in UFC? But I've been picking up on the personality. So there's the guys out there that I like. I should start watching it. I really like the Irish dude, just his attitude and everything. Now apparently he's being hated on for a lot of reasons, but nonetheless, Bubba motherfucking Ford, Aaron Ford reporting. Thank you for being here, buddy. I appreciate. Bruce says he's gonna still have a tab open and listen in on us. And Blue Court Devil dropping the 20. Blue Court always getting things started off right, so he gets this.
It has begun.
I love how well that video turned out. Thank you, buddy. Oh, okay, that's good. I'm trying tin cup whiskey. I've never had it before.
I've had that. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. It's very similar to Redneck Riviera. Actually, it's very smooth and it's got a good sweetness to it.
Good.
Yeah, it's stuff I was drinking on Thursday. It wasn't terrible. Somebody even said like they want. I forgot to talk about it, but somebody said, looking at my face reaction when I first tried it was one of those ones that had a kick to it. You know, it was pretty rough. Hotel Tango. Yeah, Hotel Tango's the name of the company, and it was made to look like a whiskey version of an MRE package, which is pretty cool. It's a veteran company. It's just, yeah, it's not my style though. You know, I like to have that smooth stuff. So. Just like with dark coffee and shit like that. I don't like dark coffee because it has too much of a kick to it. So, call me a wuss, I guess.
Well, why don't you cry about it?
Okay. Let's see. Thank you very much, Blue Core, for starting things off right. Another one of our Australians in the house. Welcome from the country down under that doesn't exist. And Blue Core says he just got back from Texas Roadhouse with the prime rib. How is it that we almost never talk about food, and now the hungriest I've ever been on this fucking show, and that's all we've talked about now for 12 minutes.
Dude, prime rib is my favorite steak, but that's not exactly something you can cook at home very easily.
What's up, Isaac? And Blue Cord's calling me gay. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, if the shoe fits.
I caught a lot of hell when we were at the fucking the steakhouse, the Brazilian steakhouse in Vegas. I tapped out like well before everyone else did. So,
believe me, that was mentioned on Ballbusters last night.
Well, me tapping out.
Yeah.
I get it. I'll give in one of my man cards. You get multiple. Especially if you go to like Iraq. So I want to turn in.
Isaac down there in chat, he's the person that started this whole thing. He prefers well done steak.
No, this is not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be too mean to him.
I didn't think they made prime rib well done. I thought it was like I thought prime rib they wouldn't cook it that long.
I mean, they shouldn't. It should be a crime.
Yeah,
it is a crime.
Steakhouses, you're like, I'll take it well done. They're like, you should.
No, we don't do that. we don't do that.
Support. The gayness has now been passed on to Isaac. Thank you for taking the attention off of me. Well done or not at all. Fuck you.
So you like chewing on rubber, basically.
Yeah, right. Oh, I hate when I've accidentally overcooked steaks, and it's such a crime when that happens. And I want to point this out. We do have the new tab on here because we got a new channel, everybody. Woo! Vets Investigating Paranormal, or VIP. It is up. It is running. We're picking up subs. I am moving paranormal content that we've done on here, which is, well, I did a lot of videos in Tombstone, so I'm moving those over to that channel. I'm going to put a clip video up. I still have never clipped out the paranormal activity that we picked up on the 4-hour live stream I did for the ghost hunt out there. But I'm going to get around to doing that. What's weird is I didn't know there was a limit on this, but I tried uploading. I downloaded the 4-hour live stream so I can upload it to the new channel. And YouTube says it's too long and wouldn't let me do it. I didn't know there was a limit to that.
There's a limit?
Yes, apparently so. Which is weird because we went on for a live stream for 4 straight hours, and it's still up there as 4 hours. So why can't I upload a video that's 4 hours long? I don't get it.
That's weird.
Yeah. But in any case, click on that link, guys. Show some love to the channel. I'm going to show it over here. We got the new logo that I actually stole this logo from PSYOP. That is the Ghost in the Machine. I don't know if there's anything official about it, but what the hell did I just do? No, fuck that. But yeah, it's
welcome to Vets Investigating the Paranormal.
Okay,
Sister Channel 2, Vets Talk.
Shut up. I forgot
that guy is super annoying.
I know. I can't stand that guy's voice. Fuck that guy.
Kind of an asshole.
I know. What a dick. Yeah, I got Scotty. His girlfriend turns out is a huge nerd about stuff. She's got like the fucking those rods and all kinds of shit. I'm gonna be buying a spirit box and all kinds of crazy shit.
Nice.
And my big motivation for it is because I found there's a channel called Paranormal Files. I've been addicted to for like 2 weeks now, and they did an investigation at a place called the Haunted Castle House. It's in Brumley, Missouri, just 10 minutes south of me. I had no idea. It is like incredibly haunted. It's going to be one of the most haunted places in Missouri. But I've got that, and I've also got the Jefferson City Federal Penitentiary 45 minutes away from me too, which is super fucking haunted as well. So we've got some stuff lined up. I'm going to be doing these investigations there. What I'm doing also that's going to be unique is that we're going to do this. If we know there's locations that have that is at least believed that there's activity from former soldiers, people who served in the military, then we're going to go in and coax them out using our military background. You know, I'll be able to come on and say, I'm Sergeant Adam. This is Lance Corporal Scotty, and we'll talk to them like military guys. You know, maybe I might go in and do something like coming in, attention, all in, all that kind of shit. I guarantee there's going to be some. That's the kind of stuff that'll coax a ghost out, dude. So,
oh yeah,
subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Check it out. That bot's gonna keep on popping up here every so often. So please do click on that and show us some love. Can't wait to get into that, man. And Isaac dropping in for $2 says the gayness belongs to Alec Baldwin's finger exclusively.
Why are you gay?
We'll just go with it. All right.
I keep questioning that too, but apparently Isaac, anytime I post any picture of anything, he takes it and he puts a bunch of pride flags and dildos and all kinds of stuff in it, and then reposts it again. So posted a picture of my new driving setup, like a sim racing setup, and he put like a Middle Eastern gay flag or something with an AK on it, and
what the fuck?
Yeah, all kinds of gay shit. It was hilarious.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for the two. Oh, that's fucking funny. I just realized that in this one, he's got the strong steak and with the stone fucking head on there. So you implying like you cook it till it's like stone. Oh, that's so wrong. That is so wrong.
I mean, he likes shoe leather steaks. What can we say?
Good God, hell no. All right, let's do one more shot here before we start talking about Alien Romulus. It's better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, me too.
I saw a diverse cast. All like Zoomers. They're all fucking super young. I'm like, there's no way this is not going to be woke. It wasn't woke.
You know, from what I saw, because I didn't get to see the whole movie, but from what I saw, they nailed the aesthetic.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They nailed it.
It sounded like, it felt like everything from the original Alien,
right,
the very first one.
Even like the retro computers from like 1970, but it's a retro future kind of thing. It's great.
As soon as they zoomed in on that first spaceship right at the beginning and everything starts clicking on, it made me feel just like the original Alien movie. I mean, it was so nice. It felt obvious. And I wouldn't even call that, fan service. They're just doing a good homage to make it feel and sound like that time period. Because I heard Gary, I didn't watch the whole show, but they describe it as a midquel because it actually takes place between the first and second movie, Alien and Aliens.
Yep.
And so it's not a prequel. It's not a sequel. It's a midquel. It falls in between.
There's some random story in between. Yeah, it worked out really well.
Oh, they did a good job. However, we'll point out when we're gonna talk spoilers. So trust me, we'll talk a bit about it, and then we'll get into spoilers, and I'll let everybody know. I'll put the banner down there, all that good stuff. And speaking of banners, when we pull this up in case there's anybody new, as always, this is why we're taking shots right now. Drink game rules do apply in a single super chat. We do social and 20 or more, and we do shots. And I have a feeling if Blue Cord keeps this up, I'm going to get blackout drunk really fast with an empty fucking stomach. Oh, okay. All right, blue core for not $20. He says went to Auschwitz.
I don't think you're supposed to play that.
Was that a badooch?
Good one. It's funny. He says that back in 1994, when he was stationed in Germany, I could only walk 10 feet inside the gate, went back to the bus. Oh, man. I'm guessing he's probably saying like there's probably like a lot of dark energy. I can only imagine.
Oh, yeah, for real.
I got to look and see if there's any ghost investigation in these old concentration camps.
Probably, but I mean, also on top of that, doesn't the German government kind of like suppress anything concentration campy?
They tried, they tried to hide. But was Auschwitz in Germany or was it in Poland? It might have been Poland.
Yeah, maybe so.
But in that case,
I think they try to educate, but they don't like to bring up anything related to the party.
When when I would go up there, I didn't get a lot of time to spend like in the populace, but I went to Germany a lot, being stationed in Italy for 3 years. They're really, really good people, all except for their current chancellor. Fuck that bitch. But the German people are very, very nice, and they acknowledge. Thank you. Was Poland okay? They acknowledge that they fucked up. Like Germany fucked up, and they feel bad about it. That's why they don't like to talk about it. They don't try to hide it or suppress it, but like they knew it. And that is in big contrast to Italy, because those fucking wieners suck. Those little fucking Guido fucks. When we were on, I think I told a story before. We did. There's a 2-week head start that gets you like kind of fitting in and understand the culture and everything of Italy. To teach you a little bit of the language and all that kind of shit. And there was a day trip where we went out, and I told a story so many times now. I don't think it was actually even my story. Someone else told me that this happened around the same time when I did mine. But in case. She pointed to the side of an old church there, had a hole in it, and she goes, "You see that? That was the Americans who put that hole in my church back in 1940 fucking whatever." It's like, bitch, you had fucking Mussolini to blame for that, not us. By the way, I'm sure you notice I could not do a fucking Italian accent. That
you have to talk with your hands more.
That's right. Oh yeah,
there you go.
The accent comes right out.
All right. Now the
that means fuck you, bitch. I'll kick your ass.
Now the Italians can understand you completely. Now that you use your hands.
That's right. Baba the Gucci.
Bibbidi bobbidi boobidi bobbidi.
I was able to remember some of the actual Italian language, but I couldn't remember Peter Griffin's version of it. Bibbidi
bobbidi boobidi bobbidi.
All right, thank you, Blue Cord. Let's get someone hurt here. Whoa! All right, thank you, buddy.
True story. When I was in Italy, we told our taxi driver to take us to Hotel Montebello, and he didn't understand. We repeated it like 5 times, and then my brother, he just goes, "Hotel Montebello," and he goes, "Oh, si." It's the funniest thing. They understand you when you talk with the hands.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Professor Savage Dad, what's up, man? Hippity boppity, hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity boo. Oh, too fucking funny. All right, let's talk about Alien Romulus. Again, no spoilers right now. I'll put a spoiler warning thing on here. We'll get to it. I promise we'll try to be good. I really enjoyed the fucking movie. It was fun as hell. All right. I think that there was a slow burn for sure. It took a while before they really get into the action, but holy shit, when the action happens, it fucking paid off, man, in a big way. And I think they did a great job at actually building the characters, making you care for people. It was so far beyond modern day bullshit fucking spewing out shit that they just want to get butts in seats and don't care about anything else. Like, I actually cared about these characters, And now, mind you, some were obnoxious, and I was hoping they would die. But at the same time, when they finally did, though, like it was really good, man. Do you agree? What do you think, ABF?
So I really liked the movie. The special effects were incredible. They were they were mostly practical. There was some CGI. We'll get into that a little bit later that I didn't like. And then I think that the biggest issue with the movie, besides the ending, which we'll talk about during spoilers, was the character development. You didn't actually care too much about anyone, and I kept
Wait, were you saying?
that.
I think I missed. Were you saying that the character development was bad or good?
Bad.
You think it was bad? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that the character development was actually derailed by the weird relationship between the android and the girl.
I would. Okay, so I don't think this is a huge spoiler. I don't even know if it was it already known about the android, or
oh yeah, I mean in every single Alien movie, there's an android. That's not a spoiler.
Well, I know, but who the alien is, because it wasn't a big reveal. Yeah, the black guy is. It does turn out to be an android. It's like you learn that really early on. It like the fact that you learn that is like.
Well, but you figured that out in the first 5 minutes, I think.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But the thing, like, I find him being sympathetic because I get where you're coming from, because again, I'm sure this isn't spoilers, but the main character, who I will agree with you on this, the main character, they definitely did not develop. No, I still think they developed her pretty well, because she lost her parents. She's only had this robot who she grew up with her entire life.
We didn't really experience any of that, though. I feel like there was like, I don't know, something that they could have put before they went on their adventure to where we could have like got more attached to all the characters.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I think that you really have to look into the things that you hear her talk about. You're right that they didn't explain it well enough, but the impression I got is that she was born there in that shithole. Her parents just died a few years back.
And all of that was super interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And she explains, and there's the one point where you get the impression about how long she's had this android, because he's making those bad dad jokes. And she says it was funny back when I was 12. And so the insinuation they're putting there is that she has had this robot as her brother like her entire life. So that's why she really has this emotional connection to it, especially because he comes off very sympathetic. I hate the fact that he was in there in the beginning, because when I see these simple people, and I'm not meaning that in a bad way, like he comes off as somebody who is mentally retarded. Like he has the personality of a child, a very innocent child. He gets hurt in the beginning. He doesn't understand. Stay away from the scam games and everything. And she's helping him like she would help, a mentally incapable brother. Big Brother, and
he's got like the Fisher Price AI or something.
Yeah, well, I think he got damaged or something, and so and they literally threw him in the trash. That was also pointed out in there. They literally just like got rid of him, and then her father found him and managed to get him back up and going. But he's Fisher Price fucking android at that point. So when I was listening to all that, like I said, I feel very sympathetic especially when it's like every time I saw him and he's acting the way he is, and you got that fucking Irish dude, whatever he is, fucking abusing him. I felt really sad in my heart, because I was being sympathetic, thinking of that as like a real human being, So I guess if you're just an evil-hearted motherfucker like you there, ABF, then I guess
No, it wasn't that. It was
I'm kidding.
I mean, it was partially that. I think that they could have had like another experience that they could have shown on screen, but more so, I think that the android bigots of the group kind of derailed any sort of likability of them.
True. Well, true. Okay, we'll get more into it. Alf, I know you caught half of the movie at least, so I don't want to say what ends up happening with the android, because that will definitely be spoilers. We'll say that. At least in the beginning half, what did you think? Because you obviously saw all the character building. Like I said, it was a slow burn, so you didn't even really get into any big action, I'm assuming.
Right. So the takeaways I have, the aesthetic for the movie, they got it right for an alien movie. everything down to the computers. They're kind of a retro futuristic kind of computers. I liked that. One thing I'll say I didn't like is the characters in the different characters in the movie. So, can you say that you remember any of the names of any of the characters in the movie?
I know that there's Rain. Yeah, I know the names. Yeah,
but you know what I mean. Like
yes.
the original Alien movie. You know Dallas. You know
now.
Yeah, it's just
I get exactly where you're going with that, but did you remember them after the first time you saw the movie, or do you just remember all his names because you've seen it fucking million times?
That could be the case. I have seen it a lot, so
yeah,
right,
yeah. But I mean, regardless, it just the characters weren't very intriguing to me, other than the so far the her brother in quotation marks. The synth. I thought he was interesting because I've also heard that he gets even more interesting later.
Yeah, let's not say why because again spoilers, right. But yeah, he plays a big part that gets very interesting.
But and then I've heard a lot of things just from that the special effects like the CGI is not very good, but the practical stuff I've heard is really good. For what I've seen so far is really good. And that's what they should have stuck with.
And what I love is that they introduced so many things that we haven't seen in an Alien movie. You know, they took all the classic tropes of, the face hugger, the chest buster, the classical xenomorph, everything else, but they included other shit that we haven't seen.
Right.
We saw it in the trailer, seeing them actually struggle with this thing and it's trying to stick its little fucking wiener and fucking throat fuck them. And you never really seen that like at that graphic level before,
Right.
There's the part where you actually like the aspect, the practical effects of when they actually burst out of the chest, like it actually really looks like how you would imagine something that punctures through your fucking chest cavity. The skin and everything. It's not like a fucking balloon exploding like they've done like with all the ones in the past. It actually looks very practical, very realistic. The encounters with the aliens, like I said, with the face huggers and everything else, they include so much that we haven't seen before, which really separated this from the other movies. And I love it. They made things very original in my mind. Do you agree, ABF?
Yeah, I mean, so they must have hired a ton of robotic engineers because I don't know if you've seen like the behind the scenes videos on Twitter, but they've like animatronicked everything in the movie. In fact, those little face huggers, they can remote control and like drive them across the room. It's creepy as hell.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta look at that. Yeah, I didn't see
I remember those videos.
Can you share my screen really quick?
Sure.
So in the opening scene of the movie, you have these mining vehicles, and these are real life vehicles.
Real vehicles.
Yeah.
No way.
These are called
that's
Sherps.
Wicked.
Yeah. So it's
that
just
is
like
so cool. Yeah.
I think everything in the movie was like nearly practical.
Absolutely. That's sick. Yeah, I didn't know that. In the movie, they look like they fit right in on that, like a futuristic mining colony thing. What are these actually used for?
They're used for going through really deep snow. In fact, my neighbor owns one.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
In Arizona, he drives it up north and drives through deep snow with it. So
in Arizona?
Oh yeah, we got
oh
really
yeah, you
high
got
mountains here.
Flagstaff, right?
Yeah, 45 minutes in the wintertime, and I'm at snow.
That
Was
honestly.
that was great. The last time I went through Arizona, every time I've been there, I've been through that area a couple of times, but every time I go straight through Texas and then straight west, and then this last time for some reason it took me through Flagstaff, and I couldn't believe that. You're coming into Arizona and you're going way up these fucking mountains. There's fucking trees everywhere. Next thing you know, you're just going down for like a straight hour going downhill.
Yep.
And next thing you know, it's 120 fucking degrees and it's just cactus instead of trees. It's a trip. What were you gonna say, Alf?
In the private chat, I dropped the video on Twitter of the face hugger Where they
Okay,
were
yeah.
behind the
Real quick, I want to give a
scenes.
shout out to Dom. What's up, buddy? Good to see you in the chat, man. Thank you for being here. Let me pull this up.
Yeah, it's the behind the scenes of the remote like face hugger.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen this yet. Okay,
There's,
just like they're like the face huggers play more of a role than you've ever seen, and I fucking loved it. There was so many of them in this movie. This is
It's
cool.
the remote control face hugger.
Isn't that crazy? I don't think it's on wheels either. I think
Kinda.
it's all legs doing that.
Is it like it looks like
Maybe
it
it
has
is on
wheels
wheels,
on the
actually.
back?
maybe there
It
is.
does look like it's on something.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like they probably managed to edit those out with CGI.
I thought I
somehow.
saw a different video of it just legs only.
Dude, that is a trip, man. Fuck yeah, for special effects. I mean, yeah, practical effects. I mean,
You
That's
really
sick.
can't beat practical effects. In fact, if you want to use CGI, you have to use it on top of practical effects. Otherwise, it doesn't look real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anytime I've seen where they try to rely too much on practical or too much on CGI, it looks awful.
yeah.
So like the prequel trilogy of Star Wars, they relied almost exclusively on CGI, and there's issues with
Mhm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
The originals relied completely on practical. They're great, but Yoda looks like a puppet. I mean, he does. But
And,
you get it.
yeah.
I think you get a healthy mix of the two. I think it ends up very well.
But then somehow, yeah, and then they bring Yoda back as a puppet again in the sequel trilogy, and it looked fucking awful. So
like
that's
the-
new. That's Disney fucking Lucasfilms for you
Yeah.
though.
The Lord of the Rings movies used a good mix of CGI and practical, and it worked very well for them.
Yeah.
In fact, we were just talking about that the other day. They actually hired blacksmiths to make all the armor for all those orcs and all the different characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah,
awesome.
dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. It's this movie is. I'm really surprised that you guys disagree so much on the character building, because like I said, there's the ones who like there's a couple of characters I really didn't care about, but then when they died, I feel like there's a good sacrifice there. We'll get into the spoilers, but
Well,
I think like I said, I cared about his characters. I disagree with you guys, and I think that they actually did a good job for me to care about them, care about that relationship between the main character and the robot. I agree with Nerdrotic though, calling her fakely, I think, because she's a fake Ripley. It's pretty much exactly what they're going for, especially at the end of the movie. She was pulling the fucking Alien 2 fucking tropes of her looking. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't strap a fucking, a grenade launcher onto that fucking pistol, that rifle she had, and have a little girl in there. But nonetheless, I think so. They did try to make all that shit.
well,
and again,
let me just reiterate really quick. I don't hate the characters, and I actually want to see more. I hope they make a sequel on this.
Yes.
To be honest.
Yes.
And maybe I will like those characters more if given more time.
Right.
So
go ahead, Alf. Let me hear any more. You got any more impression on her?
I'll build on what Alec Baldwin's finger was saying. I don't think they built enough on these characters. It's just they felt very bland, in my opinion. It's just and I did, what I saw, I haven't hated yet. So I said, I didn't finish the movie. I haven't hated what I've seen so far, so I'll just leave it at that. But
that's fair. And again, I mean, even though I wholeheartedly disagree with you guys, and I think you're completely wrong, need to be shamed for it. No, obviously not. It's this very well could be my whole. I mean, I literally just got out of theater like 45 minutes ago, and I very well could just be on that high, feeling like it's better than it is, but because I've been guilty of that before.
So I didn't have this opinion coming out of the movie theater right away. I saw it Thursday, so I've been thinking about this.
Okay, so yeah, you've had time to think about it, and you're listening to criticisms and all that good stuff.
I actually haven't heard anything until Friday Night Tights, but I've made that opinion like probably Friday morning that I was like, the characters were kind of weak. So,
I started listening to Friday Night Tights earlier today before going in to seeing the movie, and I thought I could get away with it. I'm like, no, I want to be able to have my own fresh opinion rather than listen to them and then go into it.
that's smart.
And I am absolutely sure that I'll probably go and watch that Friday Night Tights, and then I'll go, you know what? Yeah, that part did kind of suck. Yeah, you know what? Because they have a good way of fucking ruining every goddamn fucking time with their rational fucking reasoning and shit.
Well, this is crazy, but Chris Gore gave the movie like a 3.5 or 4 out of 10. He hates it.
Really?
Yeah, and I think he's dead wrong.
It's definitely not that bad.
I
No.
know.
Hey,
That's the rating that I
really
gave
not.
Borderlands. There's
I've
no
just-
way this is.
I've disagreed with Chris Gore quite a few times.
Yeah.
On stuff that actually, is bad and he likes. So, it is what it is.
It's
Okay.
fine having different opinions. At least we have something to talk about. So
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, I didn't have enough time to really. There's stuff I wanted to look up, and it just occurred to me. So I just pulled up an article because there's a certain connection to another movie that they made in this, and I was very fucking confused by it. So I've got an article pulled up. We're gonna look at this, and I'll explain it. So this is we're gonna go into spoiler time here, guys. Let me change the banner here. Change it to where is it?
I'm guessing you're about to talk about Alien Resurrection.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But yeah, I get your reference there. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know what he's talking about too. 'Cause Alien Resurrection is similar.
We're not spoiler yet. Hold on. I got that up. I think I might have a fucking thing to put in the corner too, because I want to make absolutely sure. Yeah, barely know, but okay. Everyone sees that giant fucking spoiler alert over fucking Alec Baldwin's finger now, so that's very. I know it's teeny
Over
tiny.
his shoulder. Yeah.
That's the biggest StreamYard will let me. Yeah. So, all right. So, okay. That being said, guys, we're gonna talk a little bit about this. Go ahead and pop back on later on if you don't want spoilers. Obviously, you can turn it back on, and I'll take the banners off when we're not talking spoilers anymore. But that being said, you got 3, 2, 1. Man, I hate how everyone turned out complete fucking trans. The main character was a dude. The robot was actually white. It's no, obviously that's not the case. No, the connection was to Prometheus. And
Prometheus was such a bad movie.
I am so fucking confused by this because okay, what I loved is I don't know if you got to the point. One of the things I really loved is obviously it was CGI. They made the face look or de-age. I don't know if it was the original actor, but the original robot, the android from the very first movie. This one's called Rook. What was his name in Alien? Was it also Rook or
it was
no? Bishop.
Bishop.
No, Bishop was the second one.
Bishop.
No, Bishop
No, it was Bishop.
Yeah.
It was. What's the name of the one in the second movie?
Oh,
one we
Bishop
liked.
Bishop may have been the second movie. I can't remember.
I don't remember the android names. for
Hold
some
on.
reason.
Go into
Yeah,
Google.
I thought Bishop. Well, in any case, it doesn't matter. In any case, it's the same one, so it's the exact same model.
And they tried to make the exact same face too.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, he sounded alike. He looked like him. It just.
I think it was him, but they CGI'd his face, and I think that part was really bad.
I thought it was pretty impressive. I mean,
sometimes the face didn't track right, and it was like off. Like, dude, like I was talking about
Bishop
this
was
with
the second one. Okay,
I was talking about it with Hoodie. They had all of these robotic engineers on set, and they were like, "How about we CGI his face?" Why didn't they just make a robotic face?
No, you couldn't do that.
Of course you could.
You look way too bad.
It does look bad.
I think it's fine. I didn't hate it that much.
Did you get to that part, Horny Elf?
No, not yet.
Okay,
but
I would love to hear your take on it.
The way I understand is that it's actually a different actor, and I think they used CGI to kind of make him look better, like kind of make him look closer to the original actor. But it is a different actor. That looks like him. So they've done that. They've done that in the past, like when they had Princess Leia in the Rogue One. They took her daughter and then just put her face over her daughter's face.
Is that actor alive still?
No, he's dead.
He's dead. Damn.
So
Okay.
the actor that played the robot in the first Aliens was the one that played Bilbo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings movies, and he passed away after the Hobbit movies.
That's right.
I never made that connection. Holy
I
shit.
totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he passed away after the Hobbit movies, which were in the early 2010s.
Okay, so then this is a completely different actor. They obviously used a CGI face. They used the AI whatever to change the voice. I thought it's fun. That's all a moot point though, because the main thing I wanted to get at is, was it not our impression? Is it not concrete that Prometheus was a prequel to all of this?
Yeah, it is. It is concrete.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you recall, ABF in this movie, that android says that he's the one who synthesized the black goo.
Well, I think that we're talking about detached stories, maybe.
I think. Okay, hold
You know
on.
what I mean?
I'm gonna pull this up. I pulled up the wrong thing. Let me see. Hold on. Window. Okay. Even in the visual, when he's talking about synthesizing this black goo, which he says he got the black goo, he created it from the DNA of the xenomorphs. And while he's explaining it, he even shows a computer generation. It creates those vases that was in this movie. I recognized it immediately. It really looked like in that they were implying that robot created these things, which obviously in the timeline does not make sense.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's just been like a goal of the corporation of Wayland Corp to just make something like this. It's just always been a goal, and this is just a detached story trying to achieve the same thing that they want.
The company
that's what I kind of.
The company is trying to make superhumans.
Yeah,
you know, people that can survive in the vacuum of space and.
Right, and they say in the movie that like the mining colonies have been a failure because humans were not suited for the space travel that we thought. There's always new diseases coming up, people dying all the time, which is a plot story in this movie because the parents were dying and all that. So it has been a goal for them to go ahead.
One thing I just want to point out, in the beginning of the movie, you see the miners coming out of the mine and they're holding a canary in a cage.
Yeah, oh yeah, they do.
They're just like pointing out how vulnerable they are. You know what I mean? Like they're still relying on a freaking bird to tell them if there's gas about to kill them. You know?
Yeah. So the entire plot of the movie is that, well, it's not the entire plot, but it's a main plot later on. That the company is trying to get this synthesized, this black goo, which they created, that this robot created from the DNA of the xenomorphs, and you remember also in Prometheus, the black goo that they find, which we don't know where it came from. You know, the fucking, those the space jockey, the creator, those big guys, like they somehow found the black goo. And then when it got ingested in people, this fucking robot here puts it in someone's drink, and then it creates some kind of a fucking monster. Like it doesn't xenomorph because the xenomorphs come in later on when this fucking guy here creates xenomorphs. The whole fucking that entire thing is stupid. But anyways, my point still is, I gotta look this up because in this, I swear it is like they're implying that robot created this black goo. And why would they show that computer generation of these exact these vases where the black goo comes out of? Unless it insinuate that's the case, that he created these things.
And I don't know where the black goo came from because in Prometheus,
no one does.
They state, I think the space jockeys found it, and use it for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't think they used it for anything.
I think that they found it. The black goo created monsters or whatever. It wasn't even xenomorphs, and it killed the space jockeys.
I think they were engineering it, and like you said, it killed them because it got out of hand.
So yeah, I don't know if the fact that they included this as soon as I saw it, because it does this thing where it's like computer generating a hologram of these vases. I don't know what the fucking proper terminology is. These vases here, these cylinders. I'm like, why would they put that in there if not to imply that he's creating these things?
I'm gonna have to go back and watch Prometheus as much as I don't want to, but just because I don't remember it all.
There are good things about Prometheus too. It's just I think
like
the movie that came after Prometheus was
Oh,
kind of damaging
Covenant.
to the franchise.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Covenant.
the one thing I like about Prometheus is it shows that the vases, whatever.
See, I'm glad I'm not
yeah,
the
I
other
know.
one.
they're not all the same. It's different variants of the same mutation, like black goo, because the alien that comes out of one of the vases is like it's a backburster, like comes out the back in that movie. So
Yeah,
it's different.
and
It's not the same.
there's these little snake things that pop up. Exactly.
Right.
Right. They're not creating xenomorphs.
It's like
In
they were
Covenant, this fucking guy here somehow creates the xenomorph, which again, it's the reason why we hate these prequel movies, because it's ruining the canon.
I think the thing that we should know with the black goo is that it creates something different every time. It's just it's
Right.
RNG.
right.
Again, I don't know why they're trying to say that this robot creates a new kind of black goo, creates these vases, and it just happens to be the exact same scenario from Prometheus, which is something that happened hundreds of years prior.
Well, I know you said that he created it, but what if they're not creating it and they're extracting it instead?
Well, I think because he was traveling to the space jockey homeworld between Prometheus and Covenant, I think he was experimenting with the black goo between that time.
Yeah, again, I'm not really too worried about that stupid canon from those two movies. I'm still just trying to get around to, I don't know why they want to make that connection. I know I'd be saying this for the fucking 12 fucking time. It just doesn't make sense. Because as I was watching this in the theater, because I've seen Prometheus a couple times, like you said, ABF. It's not a terrible movie. There's been times I want to watch, like, oh, I'll go check this out again. And by the end, I'm like, fuck, I don't know why I watched that again. That movie sucks.
I'm a big fan of
as soon as I saw that black goo, as soon as I saw the goo, as soon as I saw the holographic vase, like, why? I knew exactly what they were saying, and they even played the Prometheus song.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't pick up on it, the song that they played was from Prometheus. That was the Prometheus theme song they played when they were talking about that. They're trying to make that connection. Why? Because in my mind, like I said, right there, I'm going, are they trying to imply that now Prometheus takes place after this? Because that was never the case.
No,
I think the way that it'll ultimately get explained, and I'm not saying this is right or wrong or anything, is that two separate things can happen on two separate, timelines. That's probably how they're going to go about it.
Oh, you know what? I completely forgot. They even have. Let's read this here. Hold on. The black goo was home to the snake-like creatures that killed Milburn and Fiffield, whatever. And they also used David. That's okay. So that's him. It was also used by David to infect Holloway. In Romulus, the folks on board the station are carrying out experiments on xenomorph and face huggers, and they extract a chemical referred to as pure life. That it looks remarkably like the goo that David was slipping into people's drinks in Prometheus. The vases, closely linked to the black goo, was the vase-like vessel we see in Prometheus. They're in the same location as the goo, and even start to secrete the substance when they're touched. In Covenant, we learn that David is essentially dropping a whole bunch of these onto the engineers in order to eradicate them. Yeah, okay, so that's the second one. In Alien Romulus, it features a holographic representation of those vases or urns, or maybe they're urns. Seems people haven't learned that bad things happen when you transport dangerous pathogens in these containers. So clearly they're not trying to explain why they look the same.
Well, so it would explain why they're on two different timelines, though, if it was simply extracted. Right? If it's extracted from aliens and there's aliens in two different timelines, then that substance exists in two different timelines.
I really don't think what's his face who made these movies,
Ridley Scott.
I don't think he's trying to imply they're separate timelines.
again,
you're even putting it even says here Prometheus music. They even put Prometheus music in this movie.
I don't think this is meant to be separate timelines. I think it's all together
Well, I mean, they are separate or they're not different timelines, but they're separate times.
Right. They're over different time periods. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
Oh, yeah. Someone put up the timeline. Let me look on.
And it says Covenant ended on a cliffhanger here, and they're saying why didn't he make a third one? Because we know why. Because nobody wanted it. He was gonna make a third one. He was proposing it was gonna be all about fucking AI and robots and shit. Like, no one fucking wanted that movie. That's why he never made a fucking third movie. It was stupid. Those movies were dumb.
I did think that Michael Fassbender played a very good role as the android, though.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, he did fine. He was creepy. He was menacing, and he also had the range. When he was playing the good one in Covenant, and watching him interact as a creepy fucking menacing one and a very innocent one, he was very good, very well done. But
in the private chat, I dropped the Alien timeline. It's on Twitter. It's a Twitter post.
You guys do know you can just share your screen and I can pull it up. You don't have to keep on making me fucking work. I'm just giving you shit. Yeah. So
I don't know what
Alien Earth. What the fuck is Alien Earth?
I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is. You can disregard that. I don't think that's a movie.
Got to be a video game or a comic book.
Game or something, or comic.
Gotta be a comic, I think. I've never.
So I'm not counting that, but
so Prometheus took place in 2093, which makes sense because even the Whalen dude is still alive. The guy who plays Whalen, he's super fucking old, but he was in the end of that movie. And then Alien Covenant, a couple decades later, 2122 is when the very first Alien happens. 2142, I do remember them saying it was 2 decades because they said in there that the Nostromo. The Nostromo is where they get the wreckage from. They get this alien from, and I like that connection too. They did a cool job with that. They showed the alien. The alien is what fucking rampaged the Romulus space station, and they even show a quick shot of it. It has the Gatling gun thing sticking through him. That's what Ripley used to get him off the ship, get the alien off the ship.
Oh, the spear.
That spear thing. So they even showed that spear, and I thought that was a good touch. Like, this is actually the exact same alien from the first movie. I thought that was very fucking cool. And then, so yeah, it was 2 decades after that was when in Alien Romulus, they went to that wreckage. They got it back. That shit happened. And then 2179 is Aliens, and that's actually because I remember them saying that was like 50 years after what happened, and then Alien 3 and Resurrection, which we don't acknowledge as movies.
I don't acknowledge Alien 3 or Resurrection. They're awful.
Yeah.
So this is going to confuse things even more. Alien Earth is a TV show that hasn't been released yet. It was supposed to come out during the pandemic, but got delayed like crazy, and they just picked up filming again, and then they wrapped things up in July of this year, and it's coming out soon.
Ugh.
What? It's supposed to be a prequel to everything. It's going to be an entire TV series with xenomorphs in it.
No.
I don't know if there's xenomorphs, but it's a prequel to Prometheus.
No, obviously it's going to have xenomorphs. How else can you have an alien product of any kind without xenomorphs?
Hopefully. I mean, it could just be like a drama about androids or something. Who knows what they're going to do with it.
No. Yeah. If you got all the information, there's got to be a synopsis, too.
That was from their Wikipedia page. It says now it's coming out in 2025.
There's got to be synopsis out there. So someone do some research. See if we can find
IMDb. It says a prequel series set 3 decades before the events of the 1979 film, and I think that puts it exactly where it's supposed to be on that
3
timeline.
decades.
That's what it says.
21, 22. Alien Earth takes place 2092. Okay, yeah, that's 3 decades.
Yeah.
But
that's all it says as the description.
The only way I can accept this is if they just retcon and say Prometheus and Covenant is not a part of any of this, not canon. Like Alien versus Predator. Alien versus Predator is not fucking canon. It's just a one-off fucking thing.
Speaking of that, I want a actual good Alien versus Predator, because Alien versus Predator in the comics was colonial Marines fighting aliens and predators. That shit was awesome.
It's way too high tea.
Yeah,
it's too high tea. When I first saw Alien versus Predator, I was an ignorant, innocent summer child. didn't have any concept of woke or anything like that. And obviously, it's before woke really came into place. But when I went back and watched it a couple of years ago, that fucking main character is so insufferable. That female black lead that they have, she is full on fucking Mary Sue, can fucking do anything, bossing all the guys around, never shows a simple fucking moment of weakness. Fuck her.
If we're going to talk about Predator movies, not Alien vs. Predator, just Predator movies, the first two obviously are the best. But
yeah, I haven't seen the second one in a long time.
The third one is a sleeper movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the shit out of that. So if you haven't watched it, I really liked it.
Predators, I mean, it's a fun movie where you just get a lot of fucking, you get a lot of Predator action and everything, but it's on a whole other world.
Predators.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's a fun movie, but
I liked it because it's on a different world. You got Danny
Predator
Trejo.
Dogs.
You got Danny Trejo in it.
Yeah.
It was actually a pretty good movie.
I don't even like Adrian Brody, but he did a good job. And
he's the one who played the one who killed people with like science and whatnot. Like
no, he was the main character probably.
It was the guy from
the
guy from the guy from that '70s show was the one that was like cutting people with like.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Adrian Brody, he was carrying around my favorite gun ever, the AA-12.
That full auto shotgun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I remember that was time when FPS Russia was still a big thing. I remember watching. He did an episode with those fucking things, and then I saw it in that movie. That was fucking badass.
The Predator movies that followed that are awful.
If you want to share my screen really quick, I just wanted to show the casting of this alien Earth.
I'll get Blue Coat. I'll get to you here in a minute, buddy.
Not a lot of information on it here, but here's the casting: Timothy Olyphant. I thought that's kind of interesting.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he is.
Olyphant?
I like him a lot.
What the fuck was he from? I don't recognize him.
Justified.
He was in Justified.
Oh, main character from Justified. Okay.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He played in The Mandalorian season 2, didn't he?
That's right.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we thought he was Boba Fett at first. Yeah. Who the fuck is that?
It does look like they're trying to go with a bunch of young people.
Of course.
I think
I think that's the way they're going. That's exactly what they did in this movie, trying to get that young generation in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recognize anyone else there, but if he's the main character, that's good.
He's a good actor. Really.
Yeah.
Good
Fuck
actor.
yeah. He's great. He's really good.
8 episodes, so he must be a main character.
Yeah. Kirsch. It's a good name. I like it.
Yeah.
Wendy, we're only seeing first names. There's going to be someone in there. There's going to be a Wayland or a Ripley or something like that.
Toodles.
I'm obviously very skeptical, man. This is the same thing like them trying to make the Obi-Wan series, trying to bring back fucking fights between Obi-Wan and fucking Vader and everything. When we already knew they say it. The last time I saw you I am now the fucking you get what I'm saying? Like, no, we can't have Obi-Wan out there. Obi-Wan was always just sitting there secluded on Tatooine watching over Luke. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden they're making entire new series this doesn't feel right. But at the same point, I also thought that Alien Romulus was going to be woke garbage, and I don't think it was.
It all depends on who has creative control over all this stuff, and whoever was helping pull strings with Romulus, I would hope are pulling strings on this too.
Timothy Olyphant is an alien Earthy? So it could be good. Earthy?
I think he meant he's in Alien Earth, so it could be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Alien Earth, it could be. I got you. Okay. Welcome, there, Hardy Harmonica. I don't think I've seen you in chat before. Welcome.
Right. One last thing. It is an FX thing, and it's going to be Disney Hulu. So
Disney does.
I now have much less hope.
Unfortunately, Disney does own Alien and Predator, doesn't he? Don't they?
I believe
because they
so.
bought Fox. Yeah, because Fox owned both of those.
Yeah.
Can't they let us have anything?
No.
Disney owns everything.
All right. I need a shot.
Blue
Cordell 20.
You need 3 shots.
That, yeah. I'm just gonna go on low expectations, just like I did with this.
Mm-hmm. That's how you just treat everything.
Yes. Nowadays, you're 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Core says, Adam, y'all look thirsty. Thank you, buddy. I am thirsty, especially when I see weird shit like that. So, all right, let's do something we haven't done in a while.
Holy shit! Did his barrel just fall off?
The 50 cal barrel just fucking fell right off. Thank you, Blue Cord. I'm sure you managed to maintain your fucking M60 much better than that guy did.
Dude,
that was a mod deuce. In fact, dude, when a mod deuce malfunctions, people can die.
Yeah, that's disconcerting.
Yeah, that barrel is it's replaceable. It's got that locking mechanism, so I'm sure somebody just didn't secure the fucking locking mechanism is what happened.
Yeah, but when a 308 round blows up in your face, it's not as big of a deal as what a 50 does.
Right? Yeah, they're very lucky that that's all that happened. Mm-hmm. You're right. Because I mean, yeah, if like let's say, I mean, I wasn't a machine gun or anything, but I can assume that if like it wasn't properly locked in place and like the barrel wasn't properly aligned, then just imagine that 50 cal with all that power behind it hitting a fucking edge. Yeah, that would have been bad. That would have been fucking bad. It says, damn right I did. Damn straight I did. Yep, I know. You're a good machine gunner. I found out recently. I was talking to Scotty. I swear to God, I remember. When I was in Lurs talking to the infantry guys, the 11 Bravos, I swear I remembered somebody telling me that there used to be all these separate 11 series infantrymen, like because we've got motormen, you've got the guys who do tow and everything like that. I swear I thought they said that back in the day that they just combined them all into 11 Bravo. And so I was talking to Scotty, who 13. They got the 13 series, what they do, and it's like 1331 is what he is a machine gunner. And I was telling him, in the army, we all have just 11 Bravo, and like he couldn't fucking believe it. Turned out it's completely fucking wrong. There is like an 11 Zulu or something like that is a motorman and shit like that. I think what I might have heard is that machine gunner used to be a separate MOS, and then they merged that with 11 Bravo. But I always thought for 20 plus fucking years, I thought there's only 11 Bravo, and it blew my mind to find out that like the motormen and whatnot are actually a completely separate MOS. Okay, I'm sure everyone was really intrigued by that.
No, I was.
Yeah.
In fact, that movie, the TV series Generation Kill. I don't know if you guys ever saw that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Remember the character Tromley? I believe he went in as a belt-fed machine gunner because he wanted to kill someone. So
okay. So you're saying in that season, I have to go back and look at that because I didn't realize that machine gunner was a separate MOS for Marines.
That was Army Rangers that he was in, I think, right?
In that series, those are Marines.
Yeah.
That's Marine recon guys.
No, I thought that was Army.
No, they're Marines.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I assure you, because when I was watching that, it really blew me away because I was watching because their experience in Iraq was very similar to what it was like for us in long range surveillance when we went to Iraq. We were being used so often as regular infantry patrol, raids, all this kind of shit. We're like, why did we do all this training for surveillance and reconnaissance if we're not going to do surveillance and reconnaissance? So that it portrays exactly in that show. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I remember watching that thinking, wow, I always thought that Marine recon would be extremely different from what we did. It's spot on, like the same fucking thing. So trust me, watching that, I was definitely, pointing out in my mind all the differences and similarities between Marine surveillance and Army surveillance. All right, so Blue Cord says there is 11 Bravo, 11 Charlie, 11 Hotel, 11 Mike, and 11. I'm assuming that's 11 Bravo Charlie. What? Dragon Gunner. When I was in. What? Okay. So I guess you're saying that machine gunner was a separate specialty back in the day, and then they just merged machine gunner into regular rifleman 11 Bravo. Obviously, that's where my confusion obviously must have been coming in. So cool, good shit. And also that 11 X-ray. That's the one I was thinking. 11 X-ray is not a separate MOS. It's a way to get infantry. Really, what 11 X-ray really is get more people to sign up for infantry, but it's a conditional MOS for people joining in to go to special forces. So they go through infantry school, and then they go into the 11 X-ray program. They go into SFAS or selection selection to become a special forces operator. And if they fail out, they revert back to 11 Bravo. And I knew, like, we talked about this when I was going through special operations school. Even the guys who were there, it's like, yeah, it's kind of a scam because you have to get selected as an off the fucking streets, an 18, 19-year-old to get selected over guys who have been in the Army, Rangers, and infantry for fucking, 15 years. The washout rate for 11 X-rays was huge. So it's more just a way to boost the recruitment for infantrymen is really what it was. So let me take these banners off. I'll put them back up again if we end up talking more. Oh, we do have to talk spoilers. Hold on, because we got
to talk about the ending.
Yeah, we got to talk about that ending. Let me put this back on, and then we'll do another shot, and then we'll talk about the ending of that. So Blue Cord popped in with another 20. Keeping the lights on over here, man. Thank you so much. As a friend of mine asked me to do this, so enjoy your second shot. Shout out to your friend there, Blue Cord. Appreciate it, buddy. Let's see. Since last time you had a friend wanted to see a thing with Dermy, so let's get Dermy on here and punch him in the nuts.
Come on, Nazi.
Oh, you missed it. Dermy.
Shit. I completely forgot to pour a shot. Hold on. Go ahead.
You missed it. Dermy electrocuted his nuts the other night.
What?
So on Ballbusters, he's been doing this thing where he's dry, so he's not doing any liquor.
He got that idea from me, by the way.
Yeah. So the last two Ballbusters he's been doing, for a certain amount of money, he does crunches. And then for a certain amount of money, he has an electric shock collar that he puts around his thigh, and he'll shock himself while standing up.
Oh, no.
And it runs up to his balls.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, you missed out.
Sounds awful.
You've missed out on a lot.
Fucking hell. Well, that's
his last stream. He may or may not have been doing squats while it was happening.
Oh yeah, he did.
I don't get it, but at the same point, I'm like, yeah, I think people just love torturing him. I don't think that my audience would do like to do the same thing. They just like torturing me by getting me drunk.
Oh, they would do it to you. You underestimate your audience.
It is a bunch of degenerate fucking military fucks who, we fuck with each other all the time and try to make us suffer. So let me know in the chat. Should I start doing some pimping my safety and my well-being for your entertainment? Would you guys like that? Yeah, I still gotta do a shot. So I'm saying that as I suffer and injure my liver every single time I come on here. Thanks, Blue Card. By the way, also, don't forget, check out the merch. Got the Forces Fuck shirt going on. I don't know why ABF had to take down his Forces Fuck mug from his background. That looked badass when he shared that picture.
Background? I have the actual mug. I just
I think when you first got it, you hung it on back there, so it's like on a hanger. So yeah, you don't remember doing that? Yeah, it's a badass picture. That mug with a bunch of rifles.
I like that he's got the weapons mounted, and he's also got game controllers. That goes.
Oh
together.
Yeah,
it goes
100%.
together.
Well, can you guys pick out which one of those guns are not fake, or that are fake and are not fake?
Ooh, that's a
well, the one in the bottom, fake, the one in the bottom right, obviously is not real.
What the fuck is
who
that?
says?
What the fuck is that in the bottom right?
You got a laser weapon?
That's a ZAT gun from Stargate SG-1.
Nice.
Oh.
And
so
then,
I'm gonna assume that actually does work.
Let's see. This one right here is the pistol from Firefly.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That looks like it.
As soon as
And
I saw
then-
you, well, as soon as you moved your head, I'm like, it must be that one.
And then this one is not a real 5.7. That's a fake 5.7 with a grenade launcher attachment from Battlestar Galactica. And then this
All the
gun
way in
up
the upper
here
left? Okay.
is the
Wait,
Auto
wait.
9 from RoboCop.
Oh, sick, dude. That's awesome.
Oh man,
That
that's
is
a game.
fucking cool
That's a
shit.
game I need to stream. Is the RoboCop game?
That's a really good game, by the way.
Is it really? When I saw people like he moves around in that slow, he walks like RoboCop. I'm like, there's no way that's gonna be that much fun if you can't move fast.
Oh, but it is.
What was funny about that game was like the reviewers were like, "You're just a bullet sponge," and then everyone's like, "Have you ever seen the movie RoboCop before?"
Well, that's RoboCop. I mean, you're not indestructible, but you can take some hits, but you got to learn to when to get behind cover.
Yeah. Interesting comment here. I don't know if you actually saw the ending of this movie, so this is gonna be big spoiler, everybody. Big spoiler. If you don't want to know about the end of the movie we're about to talk about, I've had to spoil one thing up here already, so it's your loss. But yeah, when you were saying you were making reference to Alien Resurrection.
Here, I actually have a scene.
I get that. Let's is this actually a scene from this is from Resurrection, yeah.
Oh, that scene was awful.
You had to guess it because you forgot.
I did not forget. I had this DVD. As a kid, I really liked this movie, but as a kid, I didn't appreciate how bad and dumb it was. The entire
The
concept.
scene was awful.
So
yeah.
the similarities between the ending of Romulus and the ending of Resurrection are very close.
So here's what goes down, Alf. There's the reason why we were talking about the Prometheus thing and how the goo works. The whole idea is that the goo, like we're saying, is created, and actually it was the one of the robots ends up saying, give her this because there's a pregnant chick who got stabbed in the back by the alien. She ended up not getting an egg put in her, but they offered to use this goo that they're trying to get back to Earth or wherever, and he said this will heal her. Which
no. He said this has got like a 20% chance to heal you.
Yeah, there's something like that. Yeah, but they showed earlier how this was funny. It's like comical when they showed this. They showed a mouse or a rat, and it got like squished in an experiment. And I watched that like laugh, like what the fuck was that? They just crushed a mouse, and it's like it's pancaked. But then they show why, because this pancake fucking mouse, they used the goo on it, and it comes back to life, and it's all fixed and healed. So there you're seeing, and you're thinking, okay, this actually is gonna like make people like superhuman or whatever. But when everyone leaves, rebuilt. Yeah, and then when they all leave is when you see the video keep going, and then it shows the fucking rat like fucking all of a sudden start bursting, and they show later on it's like turned into like a dead monster thing.
It's like a xenomorph rat.
It's not, but again, it's not even a xenomorph because again, like we're saying with the goo, it doesn't turn into a xenomorph necessarily, Right,
but the goo just makes different mutations.
I don't even want to go into all that because we're talking about Prometheus and fucking and
to simplify
those movies.
It sounds like the goo has a like 20% chance to heal and a 80% chance to mutate. I think that's what they were getting at.
Yeah, I guess actually. So at the end of the movie, like I said, she's pregnant. She ends up injecting herself with it. What's up, best tomato sauce over on the Rumble side? Welcome, my dude. I've got the thing going on across the bottom here. We're giving spoilers to Alien, the new Alien movie. So if you don't want to hear, we're about to talk about the end of the movie. So pop back in if you haven't seen it already later on. I don't want to spoil for anybody. I hate spoilers. But so she injects herself, and I predicted this happening was it ends up infecting the baby, and the baby comes out as like half human, half xenomorph. It's a giant pink-skinned xenomorph with a tail and everything, and a human face with black eyes. I'm gonna say this though, and I know you're gonna criticize the fuck out of it. I thought that face was the thing of fucking nightmares.
Oh yeah, I mean they
It
want you to
was
be creeped out. Yeah,
terrifying. It
Oh,
was so. Oh my god.
but it wasn't half alien.
It wasn't like half alien.
It was half engineer
Oh,
Ooh, that's interesting.
from Prometheus.
But the engineers were like giant, super strong, white skinned, like human beings. Though it didn't.
No, that's what came out.
No, it didn't. It had a tail and everything. No, it had tails. It had claws. It had like the bone
true,
structure and everything.
It was actively
mix.
like mutating as it was happening though too. Yeah,
It was, as it was going along, it kept on because it started off.
You're right about the tail though. Yeah, that
I'm
is
telling
odd.
you, go back and look at it. You'll hear it. You'll understand what I'm saying. It's like, the face. I can see it because like the engineers had like black eyes and shit. But I think what they were going for is black eye, like just to give more of a connection to the xenomorph, not the engineers.
I saw more engineer than alien out of that.
But you got to remember, and again, this is why I hate that we have to keep on talking about Prometheus and shit.
I know,
is that the engineers did not create the xenomorph. The engineers were not connected to the xenomorphs. They found the black.
I don't think so either. But they're trying to connect all these movies together to Prometheus.
We don't know. Well, to be honest, we don't know that the engineers didn't create the goo, but they had a part in the goo. They were transporting it. They were using it. So I don't know what they never explain where the goo came from. I just assumed they created it.
Best way, you missed the first half. I was arguing with these guys. I love this movie. I did. I loved this movie. I think is really good. It's just this discussion we have to keep on talking about fucking Prometheus is terrible because Prometheus. We were insane. Prometheus wasn't terrible. It's a fun watch, but at the same time, it ruins the canon as far as I'm concerned. And then Covenant was fucking god awful.
They're not going to retcon it.
They're probably not. But the whole thing, the connection with this goo, really still pisses me off because what the fuck? It doesn't make sense to bring it into this. However, I enjoyed the end of this movie. Okay, even I was thinking like you end up thinking like. It feels like the ending is coming, and then it's one of those things where you feel like the end is here, it ends here, and then just kept going. I thought it was great. I thought that the fight with that half alien, half I'm telling you, I'm still gonna fight with you. Go back and watch the second time, you'll agree with me. It's not an engineer, it's a full-on half xenomorph, and that thing is a thing of fucking nightmares, dude.
I have a picture of it. You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, sure. It has a little fucking like a little second mouth, and it's just not as tough. It
so
can't
fucking creepy.
It can't even get through her fucking helmet. But
I heard the CGI is pretty bad.
Yeah, that first shot when he shows up was creepy as fuck, dude.
But doesn't the head kind of remind you of an engineer though, and it being lanky and shit?
The skin color does.
No, the engineers aren't like this super fucking buff, dude. They look like superhumans, but with white skin. I'm telling you.
Dude, he was just born. He hasn't hit the gym yet.
Dude, he stays lengthy. Then all of a sudden, like his bones like start protruding and shit. Even on his back, you can see like instead of those giant ridges coming out, there's like little lumps. This thing, there's no engineer in this, dude. It's all xenomorph. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I'm not convinced.
Okay.
I'm not convinced. I think it's engineer. I think they're trying to make a connection to Prometheus.
Yeah, see, I get you, man. Yeah, we're nitpicking, all right. We're just nitpicking at some of the things here. We're having a discussion. You're good though. Since I'm drunk and need a kiss. No one here is gonna kiss you though, buddy. I'm sorry to say. But
that's what's fun is we get to like we have something cool to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a movie that isn't fucking terrible. All right. How many times we've had to come on here and talk about awful fucking Marvel movies and everything? It's great to be able to come on and talk about something that was great. And then just nitpick at some of the elements to it though. Batlaw, what's up, man? Says okay, no, not an Aliens fan, but one question for those who are: has Aliens been burnt into the ground like all the other sci-fi franchises, Star Wars? No, it hasn't.
I'll say this: the Alien franchise has not been buried in woke.
No.
Although I'd love to see a male protagonist for once.
That's a good point.
Well, we talked about that. Is that clearly, like we're saying, we're calling this new character who's her name begins with an R, but we're calling her Fakely because she is a fake Ripley. They're trying everything they can to make her like a really young Ripley, and I didn't hate her. All right, like I said, I think that her background's good. She's sympathetic. She lost her parents. She's struggling this entire time with that robot. Who in the movie, okay, again, we're talking spoilers now. We didn't hit on this, that in the movie, at the beginning, he's a broken robot, right? He's got that, like he's like a man-child kind. And he's very sympathetic. But like I said, every time I saw him talk and he's getting picked on, like it hurt me in my heart. I hate seeing that shit. But then he gets an upgrade. They have to put this fucking thing in his head so he can access a door, and it ends up upgrading him to be like super fucking smart and super. He's a super robot now. He's fully back to what he should be.
And you skipped over something. They took it out of the old Android, which removed his security access to the entire station that they were on, right? And put it in him. And that Android had to rely on everyone else after that. That was actually pretty interesting.
I never thought about that when I was seeing that, but you're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one who did anyone figure out what the fucking name of the one from the first Alien was?
I'll look it
up. His name was Ash.
Ash, that's right, Ash. Okay, in this he's called Rook. So the one who looks like Ash sounds like an everything. I don't care about the nitpicking. I thought it was great. Maybe it wasn't the best CGI, but it didn't take me out of the movie. So you're right. I didn't even think about that. That Ash had to manipulate the black robot.
Mm-hmm. And not only was it security access, it like upgraded his like firmware or whatever to like the latest model of his Android, you know?
Yeah, he was completely upgraded. That's why he was even more mobile and had all his physical abilities and everything. But then he gets
retarded anymore.
Yeah, he's not retarded. but then he gets tricked, and not even necessarily tricked, but the other one, he's got the program. It's all about the company first. That's the whole thing. So then all of a sudden,
the prime directive changed.
His prime directive, his prime mission is no longer to take care of this girl, but now to do what he has to do to get the goo home and everything else. But then at the end, this is what I'm saying. Like, I love the emotional roller coaster that I'm going through with this, because, like I said, I had that emotional connection. I don't like bullies. I don't like seeing people with special needs getting picked on. So when I saw that in the beginning, I made an emotional connection to him. So when they went through this emotional roller coaster, she's destroyed because he let her friend die, he was doing things like a fucking actual robot would do. And then, she's going through and at one point she goes, are you in there? Like, can't remember his name, but I thought they did a great job with that. And then at the end, she managed to take it out. He comes back and then she like risks her life to go save him. All that stuff I think was great. Well, fuck, I had another point with that though. But in any case, there's a sacrifice made. I think he's still functional in some way. Like, I think he kind of died, but then she's like, she put him in the fucking stasis pods, hopefully that they can fix him or something like that. But
one thing to point out is like there was that scene where they were getting baited by the alien, and the android recognized that, and old android wouldn't have recognized that, but new android was like, "Yo, we're getting baited right now." Yeah, the alien was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was exactly like a scene from fucking Saving Private Ryan, when the sniper leaves the soldier out there suffering, just waiting for somebody to come get him so the sniper can kill him. That's exactly what was happening. The fucking xenomorph was staying in the back waiting for them to open the door, and he was being logical and saying, no, if I open that door, we're all dead.
Yeah, using him as bait.
Exactly. And then she ends up getting captured though, and she's the pregnant one, and just happened to be lucky that they strapped her up on the wall and she didn't get a fucking face hugger throat fucking her. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, I get how it was, especially the thought, because believe me, when I saw that pink skin fucking half xenomorph, half human, of course I was going back and I was immediately thinking about Alien Resurrection also, which was awful. But I think they did it right this time. Like I said, that thing was a thing of fucking nightmares, dude. It was so creepy. And I think the entire scene, the rings of the planet was so cool.
That was really cool.
Yes,
it was like an ice field. It was the rings, right? Yeah.
Another thing, and that's another thing we've never seen before. I mean, we're seeing spaceships crashing into rings around a planet, like the rings of Saturn. And there was these like ice ridges and everything. I mean, and they didn't just do it once; they did it the second time when the fucking half xenomorph, half alien is killed. It was so cool visually. It was so awesome. She's dangling from this ship by a fucking wire, drops this fucking the cargo hold around her, and drops the xenomorph into the fucking ring field that blows it up and destroys it. It was really cool. Wow. All right. It was really cool.
Dude, I was just looking at it. Prometheus was 2012. Wow. I didn't think it was that long ago. But holy shit.
It's been a hot minute.
Dude, 12 years.
The first Alien movie was like 45 years ago. Yeah. That's nuts.
Well, I wanted to mention you got your strong male protagonist out of Covenant with Danny McBride.
Okay. Oh. I know that's a joke. That's a fucking joke. Well done.
And then
nice. Good
there's
joke.
This also.
What are we looking at here?
It's kind of weird that we get a non-binary hunchback instead of basically making the equivalency to Ellie from The Last of Us.
Oh.
And once you see that, it's hard to unsee it. So I'm sorry.
You're so right. Yeah, but in The Last of Us, that was in The Last of Us, like the second one, right?
This is the video game, not the
TV show, I know. So it's in the second one, where there's the meme going around of her getting fucking railed from behind. It just looks like two dudes fucking. Yeah. I get that reference. I never played the games, but I absolutely get the reference. Yeah, fuck that. That's a good point, though. But at least, again, I didn't hate the character, though. You know,
I didn't either.
They didn't make her Mary Sue.
Unfair, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't make her Mary Sue. They didn't make her overpowered. She was actually a very vulnerable young woman. You know, she had no fucking fighting skills or anything.
And dude, I wanted to point out. Remember the rifle scene?
Yes, I was just gonna say that. Yes.
Yeah. So that was actually fun.
Yes.
So in Alien. Aliens. It's the M41A is the gun there, right? In this movie, it was the M41, or it was like a slightly different model. It's the same gun, but it's got like auto features on it. It locks into your shoulder and it aims for you.
Yes.
So it effectively turns a retarded ass girl into an actual, Marine.
Yes, that was a great feature because if we went into that scene, which that scene was very clearly an homage to the hallway scene in Alien 2 when they had the automated mounted guns firing away, but in that movie we never saw all the real carnage. They just showed occasional shots of xenomorphs dying as they're sitting here and they're counting down all the rounds that are left, and they did the exact same thing there where you had the android behind her saying you're down to 30%, 20%, 10%, and you got one more coming back. It's like all stressed out, and you were seeing the complete and absolute carnage that is happening. It was fucking dope.
And it was cool, the close-up scenes too. It would take like several rounds to pierce the skull.
Yes, yeah. Well, it wasn't just exploding. Like you actually saw individual rounds going. They're still coming at her. Dude. Oh, and by the way, real quick, Alf, the whole concept and the reason for doing it is because they're on the bottom level of the station, and they're already being warned if you use that gun, it's gonna burn through, and you're gonna fucking depressurize. So they had to deactivate the fucking gravity so that the acid blood wouldn't just sink straight down. So they had to swim through a fucking field of acid all around them. It was fucking dope.
Dude, it was really cool.
It was really cool.
You talk about the guns that do auto tracking. So in Aliens, the second Alien movie, the smart guns, the reason they called them smart guns is because they auto tracked. So if you played the game,
this movie is what they do.
Yeah,
in this movie, like it locks into your shoulder and it aims for you. Which again, to put that on a girl who has no military training was a great way to actually make her an effective killer for that scene. So that she's not coming out as a Mary Sue that can just automatically kill all these things. Like, no, that would have been dumb, and they knew that we would have hated that. Instead, they gave her that advantage with that automated gun, and it was fucking great. So good.
But that's how it worked in the Aliens movie. And if you played any of the games, if you're working with just the regular pulse rifle, it doesn't auto track. But when you're using the smart rifle, like the one that Vasquez in Aliens, and what's the other guy, the two people that had the miniguns?
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, they're using those mounted ones that are attached to them. I never knew that those were automated. I just thought they're like really awesome fucking guns that they're using like a fucking Gatling gun.
Yeah, they're called smart guns.
I never knew that.
Yeah, and in Aliens, most of the Colonial Marines didn't have the smart weapons because they were already trained Marines. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So there was only a couple people. Like in Aliens, only 2 people had the smart guns. So.
And also those turrets that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Those were like German MG-42s.
Nice. They look familiar.
Yep.
Interesting.
And they
What's
were
up
super
there,
high rate of
CC
fire.
Iceman over on the Rumble side? What's up, man? Toast to you. That's cool. And by the way, yeah, big shout out also Zombie Box Reviews popping in here. What's up, man? He says that scene that with Rook momentarily took me out of the movie. It was so jarring. I'm not sure which scene you're talking about though. It says reminds me of Tarkin from Rogue One.
Yeah, let us know. Give us some more details on the scene that you're talking about, because I'm curious.
Yeah, which scene? Oh, Andy was his name, right? Andy. The actor who plays Andy will become a huge star. He was, dude. That guy's his range was incredible. He played like we're talking about. He's like a big man child, somebody with a mental retardation. He was actually had the personality of a child, and then to immediately just flip a switch, and all of a sudden now he's got like. He was incredible. I have no idea who that actor is. I don't recognize him from anything else, but he was really good. I agree with you, Zombie.
Oh, is Rook the android? Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Rook is the android. That's the old model one from the first Alien movie.
He has the same feeling that I got. It actually pulled me out of the movie. With the CGI.
He's talking about the in quotation marks brother, right?
Okay, so Rook. Okay, I know what I think I know what he's saying here. He's talking about when Rook, who is from the old model. I think what he's talking about was jarring. Was the scene when she was trying, like we assumed he was dead, and she was trying to get the chip out, and then all of a sudden he pops up.
That actually scared me a little bit.
It was terrifying. Yeah, based on Ash. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. These guys are, or at least this one right here, is complaining, saying that he thinks the CGI was really bad. And is that what you're talking about? Because I didn't have a problem with CGI. I thought that he looked. I didn't think so. So he's agreeing. I thought he looked just fine. Knowing that he was de-aged, he still looked better than Luke Skywalker in Mandalorian. Correct?
Agreed, but that's no excuse. I still think that they should have went a different creative direction with that. Like make it to where his face is partially smashed in and it's like, half android, half human. That's like animatronic or something like that. That would have explained it perfectly. That or like have him plug his finger into a computer R2-D2 style and he's up on the screen instead or something like that. Because the overlay over the face, it just didn't look right.
I'll probably end up going back next time I see it after you're going to ruin it for me like that. I'll probably end up having to agree with you, but at least today when I saw it, I thought it looked fine.
And again, I think it was strange that they decided to go that CGI heavy direction when they had so many robotics people on set.
I'm not going to go down that road again. I'm sure you're right, but I think that a robotic version of it would have looked. I mean, you think about when you look at the animatronics of Yoda, when we didn't. Even that doesn't look that good.
No,
so I mean,
but
to try to get one that's to get one that's supposed to look like a human face, it'll be so obviously robotic.
It's not a human. It's an android. It's
They're
supposed
still
to be
supposed
creepy.
to look convincingly human, though.
Yeah, but this one's all smashed up. I think it would have been cooler if it looked creepy.
I think what they're clearly going for is they're trying to get you the connection exactly with Ash from the first Alien movie. He had the exact same uniform on. He sounded the same when he was, bubbling with his white blood and everything. I think that, I don't know. I'd have to see it, but I think that it was fine.
I mean, it didn't ruin the movie.
We can agree to disagree, but you're just 100% wrong, okay?
No, it did not ruin the movie for me. It's like it's one of the few things that I can criticize about the movie. That's all.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine, so I didn't have a problem with it. But like I said, you'll probably end up ruining that for me the next time I see it. And I'll come back here and say, "Fuck you, asshole."
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Blue Core Devil's friend apparently just bought me a shot. Thank you, Blue Core Devil's friend. Says Adam, just so you know, my friend bought you 2 shots, so here is another one. Thank you, Blue Cordell's friend, for the 2 shot. Fucking, I'll appreciate the fuck out of that, man. Let's see. Let's get down here and watch the lieutenant get a concussion. Thank you, Blue Cordell's friend. So just so you guys know, like I was saying, the link keeps on popping up here. If you guys can, please support this. Our new channel, Vets Investigating the Paranormal. We're going to be doing ghost investigations from a sick, twisted minds of military veterans. I think it's going to be a lot of fucking fun. I am definitely using all the proceeds that we've got coming up now from this channel. I'm going to start using to buy ghost investigating gear. The big one I'm looking to get is a spirit box, which goes through radio channels at a very high rate. But I'm getting it with this fucking device that I think is new. I've seen videos and it looks really fucking. It manages to filter out the static that you get from the radio signals, and then you hear clearly the ghost voice coming through. I've seen videos of this. It's fucking dope. So I'm looking forward to that. We're going to be doing hopefully very soon. Very first investigation, which was apparently one of the most haunted places in the country. Definitely the most haunted place in Missouri. Just 10 minutes south of me, Brumley, Missouri, is the Haunted Castle House, which I've seen multiple shows doing investigations at, and it is creepy. So please do support that channel. Check it out, especially if you love the ghost stuff and you love the military. We're going to fucking lean in heavily on that, guys. Pretty sure I'm thinking what we're going to do, like I said, that actually could do there. There are apparently Civil War ghosts in that area. And I'm thinking of investing also when we go to these kind of places. I might actually get like a Civil War accurate replica uniform to wear out there to try to coax out and get these voices and interactions from these ghosts who actually were in the military. So looking forward to it. Check it out. Need to subscribe to that. Yes, you do, Zombie. Yes, you do. I appreciate your fucking support, man. So, all right. Is there any other spoilers we need to hit on, or should we just wrap this up? I think we pretty much hit on everything as far as that movie goes. You're muted.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Holy shit. We were talking for an hour and 45 minutes on that.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Dude.
It was a good movie. I rate it overall a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go finish it after this. So
I would say 7 is fair. I'll go a little higher and say 7.5. It wasn't perfect. There obviously were some flaws. Overall, fun fucking time though. What a relief. It was just a fun movie.
You can enjoy it.
I'll say this. There's an Alien movie or game that came out on, was it Xbox One or Xbox? I can't remember. But
I know it. I played it.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's I can't remember, but it's based on you play as Ripley's daughter.
Ripley's daughter. Yeah.
They should have based the movie off of that instead. That was a good Alien 1.5. It should have been. That
sounds kind of cool.
It was, yeah, because her daughter is trying to find her mom. She's going out there to find Ellen Ripley.
And she goes to this space station it's very similar to this. I think they ripped off some of the stuff from that. She goes to a space station that's somewhat abandoned.
I think they actually said that it was heavily inspired by the game.
They should have done that though. Like at Ripley's daughter, that would be great.
It was a cool game. Yeah, I wasn't able to finish it. I don't remember why.
It's definitely a horror game. It's very scary.
Yes. Yeah. I ended up watching it on PewDiePie. I ended up watching him go through the whole thing. That was entertaining enough for me. I wasn't able to finish the game, but yeah, it was a good game.
I didn't finish it either, but it's a crazy game.
Isolation. Yes, thank you guys. Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good.
ABF, if you haven't played that game, get it, play it. It's great.
I haven't. It's funny though. I'm not a huge fan of horror games because they do actually scare me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them either. I think that's the reason why I stopped playing it, because I'm not a big fan of those kind of games either.
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever done VR with a horror game before?
Oh,
it will make you scream at the top of your lungs.
No, and I'm trying to figure out a way, because I do have an Oculus 2. I'm trying to figure out a way to get a good way to record me playing some of those games, because I want to be, because PewDiePie has done it where you get a video shot of him actually seeing him, from the outside, in real life, then also seeing what he's playing in the game. Yeah, it's very entertaining. I want to do that with the Darth Vader game.
Yeah, I don't.
Fuck, cool. It was so cool. Have you played the Star Wars Darth Vader one? Dude, the first time Darth Vader walked in the room, I'm amazed. I was just like standing, just going around, looking him up and down. Holy, this is so fucking dope. It really felt like I had Darth Vader standing right in front of me.
Yeah, I don't know how that works as far as recording from a Oculus.
It is
no
possible.
Idea.
It is possible because you can use the Oculus app, and I can stream. I've done this where I was able to record what I'm doing by streaming what I'm doing to my phone, and that has a recording function on there. So
what it does is it turns the two lenses into a single one, and then and you have that on frame through OBS probably, and then a camera recording the outside part of it of you walking around.
I definitely wouldn't be able to do it live. There's no fucking way I could do that.
Oh, you can. I've seen people do it.
Just logistically, just the function of the room. I wouldn't be able to do it in here. I'd have to do it in my living room. Gotcha. And I wouldn't do it live. I'd probably do a recording type thing. Yeah. But that'd be fun though. So all around the movie, like I said, I give it a 7.5, I think. Great fucking movie, very fun time, not perfect, but the things we're nitpicking at is extremely forgivable as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, for sure. You can look past them, otherwise I wouldn't like the movie if I couldn't.
Yeah. I am looking forward to the sequel. They're clearly gonna have a sequel. I don't know where they would go from here. Obviously it would have to be something isolated from everything else, which obviously this is. Nobody knows what happened in this movie happened. It happened on an abandoned space station. Nobody knows about this. She is now going off to this other fucking world that it's gonna take 8 years for her to get there.
And she has the vials with her.
She has those black goo vials. Yeah, that's the thing. And unfortunately, that again, it gives the sensation, the thought of it's just gonna go down the route of what Prometheus did, which we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. And I'm looking forward to Alpha, hearing what your thoughts are when you get around to seeing the rest of it with your yo-ho-ho shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go finish it after this, but yeah.
By the way, talking about being surprised about people being in movies I didn't know about, I saw this pop up on Twitter. I had no idea.
Yeah.
This dude here, this is what shocked me, that the dude from Batman who played the corrupt cop was also Porkins from Star Wars, and this dude from Raiders of the Lost Ark. I had no idea.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. No, you see my reply here, the big fucking exploding brain. I had no clue.
I've heard that before.
Well, good.
That's crazy though.
Good for you.
I didn't know.
Well, it's been a while since I've seen that, but yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, Zombie. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. That Alien Earth TV series. Where I'm very low expectations for that. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. I'm not expecting it to be good, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, before I go on to the next topic, this is holy shit. I don't know who shared this with me. Oh wait, yeah, no, I'm gonna share this one first. because fuck. Oh, what the hell is his name? He popped on and was on like the entire time last Saturday. He's the big well-known moderator for Nerdrotic.
Smooth the DJ?
No.
Eric K.
Eric K. Yes, Eric K. Yeah, after we were done the last show, he popped on. He sent me this because I pulled up another joke clip, stand-up clip last Saturday, and so he shared this with me. I died laughing with this. Check this out. Sam Kinison, fucking classic, dude.
Boy, I'll tell you some scary stuff now. I read the darkest, sickest thing I've ever read in my life this summer. Check this out. This is dark. This is it. He goes, Sam, when did we hit the bottom? This interesting sense of humor of yours. This is it. This is ground level, folks. This is the 7th level of granite rock right here. I wasn't trying to sell this as a fucking home game, all right? It's a story I read, folks. Jesus. Give me a chance to do some journalistic reporting here, will you? I felt the same way. I read this thing and went, that's wrong!
Oh, he was funny.
Corpses, man. I mean, you think death would be bad enough, wouldn't you? I mean, the one thing that scares the shit out of everybody is death. You don't want to think about it. You don't joke about it. You put it out of your mind. But you figure if you faced it, that's it. What could be worse than fucking death? You figure, I got past death. I mean, you hated it, but at least you lived through it. You know, you got by it and all that shit. But the life keeps fucking you in the ass even after you're dead. Oh, never ends. It never ends.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. Thank you so much to Eric K for sending that to me, man. Holy fucking shit. Oh, I saw that right after last Saturday's show when I was drunk. I was like, I think I was up for another extra hour because I was just fucking perked me up with that hilarious shit. God, I love Sam Kinison, man. Okay, I gotta pop back up here because so now I have to do 2 more shots because he's saying no. Look back at the one that his friend bought. It was for 40. All right, so I got to go back up here. I did find on the other screen. Let's see, there's a 2020. There's a blue code for 40. My bad, dude. I'm so used to like the color coordination. I guess I haven't seen a $40 shot in a while. So every time I see that orange, because you guys throw up those $20 oranges so often that I just assume that it is a 20. So thank you very much to Blue Cord's friend for the $40. So now I got to do that plus the other one, which I am not complaining at all. All right, thank you. That's another one. I have to do the repeat thing on that. It's too quick. Let's see. Let me get back over here, and I'll go down to this one, and we'll do another shot. Yeah, I love you so much, man. But you don't have to drop a $20 super chat just to remind me to do another shot on a prior $20 super chat. But fucking hey, do I love you, man? I appreciate the hell out of it. I hope you're looking forward to the ghost content too, there, bud. Because that ghost box is definitely you're paying for that, man. I appreciate the hell out of it, dude.
I was looking at Sam Kinison. He died in 1992. He was 38.
Oh, dude. Yeah, didn't he die just like those other unhealthy comedians and whatnot, just like bad for drugs and alcohol and everything?
Probably, but dude, he died at very young.
That's so weird. I'm 42 now, and I've got all these fucking people died at ages younger than I am right now, and I'm sitting here thinking, am I headed for that path? But with how I do my fucking job now.
As far as your paranormal channel, I was looking it up. Colonial Williamsburg has some haunting stuff. So if you ever get the money to come out to the East Coast, I'll be your cameraman.
Oh yeah.
There's also the Battleship Wisconsin Now, that would probably take some coordination to make happen. So I don't know how that would work.
Well, a lot of these places that have hauntings, the people who own them use them as a business. So, like just like the castle house that I'm going to go to, it's open as a business. You know, I book the place for a ghost investigation.
Right.
You know, all these places. That's why when you see all these ghost shows do these things, it's not because they have some special access because they're a big YouTube channel. No, they're just paying for fucking fee to go rent the place for a night.
But yeah, Battleship Wisconsin is I've been there. It's awesome. It's in downtown Norfolk, Virginia. But I would assume if you paid enough, they'd let you do an investigation. But that's one of the spots that came up for ghost investigations.
Yeah, I've got other people out there, people out in Georgia and whatnot. I've been getting a lot of people saying, "Hey, yeah, come out here and do this and do this." And yeah, there's a lot of people who are enthusiastic about this ghost investigation thing.
But dude,
and you better believe I'm definitely going to be taking it on the fucking road, dude. Hell yeah! All right, real quick, let's do this shot. Let's go with this. Thank you, Blue Cord, and Blue Cord's friend as well. I would love to know the background on that video. Why in the fuck he felt it was necessary that he had to go flying through that wall like that, or through that door?
Must have been role playing the Juggernaut.
Right,
Juggernaut, bitch.
Exactly what he's doing. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
But no, Zombie Box says, "Will y'all teaming up for Ghost Ventures, dude? If you come to Virginia, I will be your cameraman."
Well, he's talking about if I can team up with the other one, like Ghost Adventure.
Oh yeah.
It's another YouTube channel. You better believe, man. If this ends up taking off, which I can see it doing really well. You know, people love these kind of things, and I already have at least a following here. You know, I'm not starting from rock bottom. Yeah. I'll be advertising this when I do my Tom McDonald reviews. So, you know, when I get views, a video gets 130,000 views, then I'll bet, you know, there's going to be a chunk of those who will go over and check out the Ghost channel. So it should do pretty well. And as long as we put in the real effort behind it, which I will. And I also want to do things different. I want to do this in a way like I am so sick and tired of like the exact same questions. The way people like they do the spirit box and they're trying to talk to the ghost and get them to interact. I'm like, I can only imagine if I was a ghost and I heard someone ask me, "Are you a girl? How old are you? What's your name?" for the 500,000th fucking time since I died, I would lose my ghostly fucking mind. So you better believe I'm trying to bring something unique to this. I'll definitely be asking unique questions. I'm not gonna do the same fucking stupid shit, ask the same stupid fucking questions. I think that ghosts are actually gonna really like me, especially like I said, if we're interacting with like the spirits of like former soldiers and whatnot. And yeah, I saw somebody say something about Civil War ghosts in Missouri. There actually was activity here from the Civil War. In fact, the Capitol, I know, changed hands from Confederate to Union. Wait, what did we call the North? Union, right? We'll call them Yankees. A couple of times, at least that's my understanding of the history. But nonetheless, it doesn't even have to be from a war. Just like I think it might have also just been from this location where people who served in the war, but not necessarily died from the war is the thing. What's up, Mo? What's up, man? Dude, Mo, you're in the fucking Vets Talking chat group now, man. The link is there if you want to hop on.
Yeah, did you watch Alien yet?
Yeah,
we're gonna go see it.
We just got done talking about Alien. If you want to hop on, give your opinion, and please do. Isaac said, "Ask the ghosts how they feel about voting Democrats since they passed."
Wah, wah.
I'm sure they're turning over in their graves right now, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm absolutely sure of that. What's it say? Ask the ghosts how much they hate communists. Yeah, dude, it's no shit, man. That would be that's a good angle too. Yeah, because trust me, I'm not gonna hide my politics. All right, I'm not trying to pop on and be neutral so I can gain more followers. No, I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna let people know. Okay. But I'm obviously fair. I'll be fair there, just like I'm fair here. You know, we can have a conversation with anybody. In fact, I keep on forgetting. Carrie Smith gave me the contact of somebody who is trans, is against the child transition thing. Apparently this person, I think male to female, is like on our side when it comes to stay the fuck away from children, but is not completely on our side politically. So Carrie says it'd be a great conversation. I did hit this person up, but I have to have them on. Because, and I know, because like I'm saying, I'm willing to have people on with opposing points of views politically, just as long as we have a good conversation. You know, I'm not going to try to hide myself from a leftist or anything like that. And I'll be fair to them. At the same point, I'm also going to call everyone else fucking retarded if you are going to be down that left-wing fucking path and you have no common sense whatsoever. You just want to call us istophobic, racophobic, homophobic, blah, 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 blah.
Racophobic?
Racophobic, yes. I mean, dude, they come up with so many fucking names that, yeah, I'm sure there's a racophobic thing out there somewhere.
If you could think it up, it's probably racist.
Yeah, probably.
Homophobic is dude, I was even doing this earlier. I'm like, hey, I've said the exact same thing over and over again. I think I've got it down to a T now, and now all of a sudden it's fucking dropped off. Racist, sexist, homophobic, istophobic, phobophobe. There you go.
Phobophobic.
Istophobic.
You're afraid of phobes?
I'm afraid of being afraid.
Exactly. But yeah, that would be very interesting. That would be very interesting to try to have a conversation with a ghost about, you know, tell them like, you know, that our fucking country is like turning communist now, that transitioning kids from, you know, their gender and like cutting their dicks off and shit. Ask the ghost what they think about that. That is really a really good angle. I appreciate you hit me up on that. Like, yeah, okay, so VAT law. Yeah, that's it. Obviously that's not where you were going with it, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, Isaac says ask about voting Democrats since they passed. Yeah. Ask how many victims of communism are there? Dude. Steven Crowder, who I've been preaching on for a while now. If you love him or hate him, I still suggest everything he's doing now. Please check him out, support him. He's doing an amazing job, and he's going to have an election stream he's dumping millions of dollars in, so he can actually be a replacement of Fox News for us. He's going to be calling states, got boots on the ground, all that kind of stuff, and we are going to do a live stream here, as long as I stay sober enough, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of super chats on that stream. But we are going to live stream on November 5th. I'm going to stream his show to follow what's going on with the states, as opposed to Fox News. Fuck Fox News. Don't follow them. I suggest go to Steven Crowder, especially over on Rumble, because likely he's going to get taken off of YouTube on November 5th. And I am going to do this too. I still have to wait for my next YouTube paycheck to come in, because right now the YouTube money is gone after Wisconsin. But I'm going to do a show where we're going to do something special, and I'm going to gift a Mug Club membership to somebody for Steven Crowder's show. So again, I have to keep on saying this because I know there's plenty of people out there who don't like Crowder. He has controversy, but right now he is one of the best fighters in what we're doing in this movement right now, the conservative movement, trying to help Trump. So go to Steven Crowder, StevenCrowder.com, loudercrowder.com. Go to Louder Crowder, Steven Crowder on Rumble. Please support him. We're definitely, I'm a huge supporter. We're going to keep on fucking going. Let's see, you could raise a ghost army and take the country back. Let's do that. Fuck yeah, man.
That's like Return of the King style.
Right? Blue Cord says, I'm 52 and I don't give a shit. When I die, wife was only 57, way too young. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah. I was going with this. Yeah, he did an entire show. That's the whole point of fucking what I was doing. He did a whole show, actually 2 shows, where he had a dictator dick off, where they actually went through a bracket system of breaking down who is the worst dictator of all time. And it wasn't Hitler. It's not. And he, like he does in his show, Hitler bad. Okay, everyone understand Hitler bad. However, when it comes to actual mass murder, the pure numbers, especially the per capita of their populations, Hitler's actually like a fucking baby child compared to what some awful shit, especially with communism, did with starving their people. Who's Popok? There's a dictator called Popok or something like that. I never even
Pol
learned.
Pot.
Pol Pot, who killed people because they wore glasses because he thought that made them look smarter than he was. You ever heard of this shit there,
Wow.
ABF? You would actually be on the chopping block to die from Pol Pot because you have glasses on and you would be threatening to this guy because you are smarter than him. He was killing his own citizens because he thought they came off as smarter than he was. So,
Sounds about right.
Yeah, you want to talk about some fucking terrible people out there? Hitler was bad, but there was actually people that no one talks about in history was worse than he was.
That's when you take your glasses off and chuck them in the gutter and be like, "What glasses?"
Oh, geez, I never wore glasses. You're bumping into the wall. Fuck. I didn't throw my glasses away, but at least I'm not dead. There's a fucking Pol Pot of fucking Cambodia. Thank you for confirming that, Shadow Chaser. Yes. Oh, fucking nuts, dude. Yeah, communism has killed so many people. So many fucking, I mean, hundreds, multiple hundreds of millions of people have died due to communism. And we are steaming towards it right now, which is another reason why I vote for Trump. I don't care what you think. I don't care how much you hate the guy. You have to understand that if we get Kamala, Kamala. Her name is properly pronounced Kamala. It's spelled C-U-M. We are going to get pure communism. Her fucking agenda she's put out is pure fucking communism. That's what she wants.
Perfect meme for this.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Do share.
No.
Do share. Communism. There you go. Hell yeah.
That's great.
What are all the memes I've been seeing also? I vote for I vote for like basically destroying our country is basically what it is. I can't remember. I'm drunk. I'm definitely drunk. Thanks a lot. The empty stomach plus all the shots. I am definitely fucked up right now. Thanks, Blue Cord. Let's see. Mozamboni, remember 3 months. Thank you, buddy. Says I checked my late dad's voting record every election cycle. Never was a Democrat. My dad was a based Chad times 100. He loved Trump's policies. ABF equals gay, by the way.
No, that last part's fake news.
Gay.
Why are you gay?
What is the donkey pox, the disease killing America? Yes. I hope that's a real billboard. That is
I hope
fantastic.
so too, because it's funny.
Oh, that one's good. I saw a tweet of a dude. It had a comment on there about monkeypox, so I thought the guy was like an actual real gay dude and complaining about getting monkeypox. He's wearing a mask, so I'm like, okay, this guy's clearly a fucking libtard fucking idiot. No, I finally ended up watching it after I saw so many people retweeting it. He says, "Ma'am, the monkeypox is real. You got to know the struggle." He pulls his fucking surgical mask down, and the AI creates him as a fucking monkey. It looks so real. And he's like, "It's no joke, man." He pulls out a banana and starts eating the banana. It was good, dude. That shit was good. Oh, all right. Let's see. Where was I gonna go next? We still hadn't talked about. I know we're over 2 hours now. No surprise. But I got to hit on this because this shocked the fuck out of me, man. We talked about this, I think, on Thursday. The fact that the U.S. Army made an $11 deal with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
11 million?
11 million, which included part of that, I think like 4 or 5 million of that was just to The Rock alone for $1 million per Instagram post where he just talks positively about the army. He was supposed to do 4 or 5 of them, $1 million per. It had to be 5, yeah, because and the $6 million went to the UFL, the United Football League, which I still call the XFL. And it was $6 million to that. And I saw it. I'm a big fan of the XFL, big fan of the St. Louis Battlehawks. I'm a season ticket holder. So I saw this shit. And I saw all the fucking times they would bring troops out on the field. And it was so fucking cringy to hear Private who doesn't know any better. And they had diversity hires coming out talking about, I want to do this because I'm a proud woman, shit like that. That all being said is that's all besides the point. This entire $11 million campaign netted what is expected to be a net negative of 38 troops. Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it didn't gain one, and they use all the metrics as far as time and dollar amounts and all that to conclude that it was a net negative of 38. They actually lost 38 troops. In other words, people who just ended up not enlisting because the money could have been used somewhere else is what the point is. So I talked about this last week. That's bad enough. I was watching Angry Cops, huge channel. Dude's got like 1.5 million followers, subscribers on YouTube. Hilarious as fuck, dude. I didn't realize in this article also, I missed the part where they compared this to. This happened, I think, in 2012, crossing over into 2013, I think, where, hold on, let me pull the, fuck you ads. Oh my God, this fucking website is riddled with them. Okay, hold on. All right, I've got it pulled up. No, I don't want you to follow me or track me. Fuck you.
Are the ads in the room with you now?
I see ads.
All right. Back in 2012 to 2013, the National Guard had a NASCAR deal doing this. I remember seeing this car, right? I remember seeing it. You know what's amazing? This number. I didn't notice the number. How much money do you think this costs to put this on this car?
Stupid amount.
$88 million.
What the fuck?
For real? It
Which
cost that
blew
much
my
to put
mind,
an
especially
ad?
I'm seeing like it's actually the number 88 on this car. Like, is that them fucking rubbing it in our faces that tax $88 million went into this? Now you gotta think. It's NASCAR, right? At least this isn't like an unknown league like the UFL, which they have decent numbers, but it's not the NFL. This is motherfucking NASCAR though, right? This is NASCAR with, you know, a big farm, patriotic motherfuckers and all that kind of shit. It can't be possible that it's going to be a net negative, right? Let's see if I can scroll. I should have like made a, okay. So this came to, God damn, the fucking ads just made me lose my fucking spot.
Does that avocado toast make you hungry, Adam?
Everything's making me hungry right now. This, I want to eat her pussy right now. I'm so fucking hungry. Where the fuck is it? God damn it. All right. The fucking more avocado. What the fuck? Why am I be targeted with avocado? Is this because you had avocado in your fucking pictures there?
Avocado.
ABF?
Probably. Avocados are really good for you.
It is. I do like avocado. I'm a big fan of that.
Well, while you're looking for it,
it's something like 24,800 prospects came from this. Okay, 24,800 recruiting prospects came from this $88 million advertisement with NASCAR. Only 20 of them even qualified to meet the standards to join the National Guard.
Well, yeah, because there were probably a bunch of beer drinkers.
Of those 20, not one of them even fucking joined.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
$88 million for not one single fucking recruit. In 2013, the number of prospects dropped down to 7,500 and still nothing.
Oh, wow.
This is a combined effort between this campaign and the one with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson of over 100 million of our taxpayer dollars, not resulting in one single fucking recruit in the U.S. Army or National Guard.
Well, here's a thought. How effective is NASCAR advertising to begin with? Like,
Just
scroll
to
down
have
to
it,
the,
I know.
Go to the picture. Like, imagine if there was like Tide soap on there instead. How many
There's
people
all
look at
kinds
that
of
car?
Look at
and
it.
they're like, I need to buy Tide now.
Yeah, it's got 3M. It's got Moog. I've never even heard of Moog. Mall.
That's a
Comp.
racing company. Comp makes like camshafts for LS motors.
You got a little thing of Mountain Dew over here. Who's looking at this and saying, I got to drink some Mountain Dew because I saw number 88 with it?
Yeah, they're all already drinking Mountain Dew.
There's in Angry Cop's video, they've got a shot. I wish I had this clip of Peter Griffin from Family Guy at a NASCAR race going, drive in a circle, advertise, drive in a circle. That's pretty much NASCAR. That's pretty much.
So yeah, I mean, why shouldn't we think that advertising in NASCAR with our taxpayer money would be a good idea?
So when you think about modern day, we're looking at trying to hire what are now Zoomers, Gen Z, right? Where do they get their content? Not from mainstream media. They're getting most of their content from places like here. Now, mind you, I am not a Zoomer channel. I understand my demographics. Large portion of my demographics are over 50. Thank you, Bruce and Blue Cord, you old fucks. So I am not gaining the demographics that they're looking for to hire. So I would not expect them to want to come to me and advertise, especially because I'm very fucking anti-military right now. Not anti-military.
You need to reinvent your channel, dude.
Let's
start appealing to some younger crowd. What can we do?
I don't want that. Fuck them. This but Angry Cops here breaks down some numbers and some reasoning on how maybe it might behoove, the fancy word, behoove the U.S. military to change their tactics a little bit.
Break down some numbers with you. These are numbers that you can do on your own, but hey, let me help you out and just rattle them off for you, all right? Bing, let's put up the UFL up top there. UFL, all right. Well, how many views did it get during its 9-week season?
By the way, big shout. I love you, Angry Cops, especially because he first enlisted. He was civil affairs. I was SIP. We went through the same schoolhouse. Love you, dude. Come on, channel sometime, or let me come over there, please. Let's work together.
32 million. It was about 32 million views. It got over 9 weeks. So let's round up. We'll say 3 months, 32 million views. Okay. Now we've got 43 games, 40 regular season, 3 postseason. Let's divide that into the 32 million, huh? And our average, all right, not the exact number, but our average per game, and there were about 5 or 6 games per week during the regular season, is between 800 and 850,000 views. So the United States Army is saying over the course of 3 months, if you get 32 million views, about 850,000 views, you can get $6 million if you throw a U.S. Army logo on there. Now, like
again, the UFL was not doing bad, right? These are all decent numbers. However, $6 million seems pretty fucking high, but of course they use their statistics. He's going to go into this on like how is this rationalized on what you expect for the viewership, the impressions, and all that kind of shit you get. Those numbers were not bad for what you can call a minor league. They're still a professional league, but they're secondary to the NFL. It's not terrible.
We said, unfortunately, it was so bad that it was negative in recruiting. All right, well, what if I helped you, Army? Here's a free class on helping you. Let's go to this side and see these numbers. Show me Donut Operator. Bing. Now, if you go to Donut Operator's page, you can look for yourself and see that over the past 3 months, his videos have hit about 32 million views. That's about the same as the UFL's total viewership in about the same time period. Oh, you see what I'm going to do here? But what about Brandon Herrera? Well, over the course of the past 3 months, he had 34 million views. Whoa, using Army math here, Those two similar amounts of views over the course of the same period of time would mean they both could earn $6 million apiece from the United States Army. But let's say that the Army doesn't want to spend $6 million anymore. Let's say it wants to cut it down, maybe in half. Boom! How about the fat electrician? Whammy! Yep. Or some fucking guy that talks about the Army all the time. Unsubscribed podcast. 14 million.
Who, by the way, Neurotic Gary has been on the unsubscribed pod. All of these guys, I don't know about Angry Cuss, but a lot of the guys he was just listening out there, all in fucking San Antonio, right where Gary is. 15 mil in 3 months, a little over 10 mil in 3 months, which means that they, per Army math, because it's about half of 32, could get $3 million over the course of 3 months if they got some freaking recruits to join in. And hey, Army, if we're still going to talk numbers, how about we talk about viewerships? Do you know the average ages of the people that watch all those channels that I just broke down? The majority are between 18 and 36, which is what you're looking for to join the freaking Army. Exactly.
That's your age group you're trying to get to, your demographic. And let's talk about our demographic. How about people that want to join or are interested in the military or policing or firearms? Don't you think that all those kind of correlate together in like the same sphere of people that might be interested in joining the military? Holy, you mean military channels have people who are interested in the military watch them? What? Has anybody told the Army yet? Well, yeah, but we should do football, right? Because football is military. How about military's military? Well, firearms are military. Policing, trying to better your community. That's military, yes, similar values. For Christ's sake, the fan electrician talks about military history specifically. Oh, but we don't like YouTubers. They're controversial. Sometimes they say curse words like, how about it?
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Instagram, habitual line crosser. Look at all those followers. Mandatory fun, 1 million. Well, impressive. Buttersworth the syrup, over 1 million, and he's in a recruiting freaking unit. Stop giving money to strangers and give it to your family, you freaking dinguses. Oh, we can't.
I'll stop it there, but I mean, yeah, doesn't that make fucking sense that this demographic watches YouTube all the fucking time? All those people actually have followers that are in the exact fucking demographic you're looking for. But no, let's give it to Dwayne the fucking Rock Johnson and the UF fucking L, where you get a net negative of fucking recruitment. Yeah, let's not actually give it to anybody who actually can bring you fucking recruits. And I'm not saying me. That's not my demographic. I'm too controversial. I talk about politics all the fucking time. 18-year-olds are not coming to my fucking channel. All right. But those guys that he was showing would be a great fucking demographic, would be a great source to get fucking recruits. Go to Donut Operator, go to Brand Herrera, go to the Unsubscribed podcast, for fuck's sake, go to fucking Angry Cops. But no, the Army doesn't want to fucking do that, just like he was saying. So it's almost like this kind of shit might make sense, but they don't want to do it.
Here's a thought. What if the Dwayne The Rock Johnson stuff was their attempt to try to get more lefties recruited?
Dude, I mean, I've been saying that for a long time, that it really feels like they're intentionally sabotaging our fucking military. All right, I had a guy come in here, work on something in my house as his secondary job. He was like a part-time recruiter for the military. Or maybe he was former recruiter. But in any case, he was telling me that there's a whole new strategy that was happening where they were specifically going and digging more into left-wing blue areas, trying to get recruits out of them as an excuse to say that because they were losing recruits due to the jab policy. So let's not try to focus on this. But no, I absolutely agree. We already knew that there was a purge. We already knew there was investigations trying to find people that are extreme, and by that, of course, we mean MAGA, conservative, and shit. And they want to get them out of there.
People who are conservative, that's a strategy.
It is a losing strategy because, of course, you want conservatives. You want the gun lovers. You want the beer drinkers. You want those tough guys who grew up fucking tough. You don't want the pansy-ass little bitch boys, soy boys who are lefties coming to the military. But the people in charge right now, just like the ones who are in charge in fucking Hollywood, that's not what they want. They want the soy boys because they think that's their fucking winning strategy because we're evil. We're bad. So they're doing the exact same thing in the military right now, and they're purging, they're getting rid of all the conservatives, people who they think are a threat because they're MAGA right wingers, and it's killing our fucking military. And you're right. I'm sure it's some fucking leftist libtard who looked at it and said that trying to get people through Dwayne The Rock Johnson is a much better way than actually trying to spend money in a way that'll actually get some of the conservatives. It's a
You want the people joining up that were shooting each other with pellet guns when they were younger. You know what I mean?
yes. Alf, you got to get going.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going. So,
All right, bye, bitch.
Oh, I was gonna say,
We'll close this up here in a minute.
yeah,
anyways.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
Go check out my channel. Do gaming streams. I'm at 553 subs. I need 1,000 viewing hours. Check out my streams. I stream throughout the week. Tomorrow night, me, Gal, Tomby, and Smooth the DJ are gonna be playing Lethal Company. So come check that out. The last time we played last weekend was hilarious. So come check it out.
Hell yeah. Appreciate the fuck out of you, man. Definitely check out Horny Alf. He just needs some watch outs to get monetized to go do what I did and stream his shows overnight on your laptop. Make
Just
sure at least you have
just
some
don't mute it.
volume on, because apparently I streamed for like 20 hours on repeat on my laptop, and apparently it didn't register to any watch hours for him at all.
The strategy for that is don't mute YouTube, mute the laptop, your device.
Yeah,
because
mute
I
your
don't think-
laptop.
yeah, I don't
Oh,
think that
okay.
they
Then
can
you
see
did.
that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then you did. Yeah, then you did get the watch outs from it,
Okay,
because I had my
okay.
laptop muted, not
Yeah.
YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so glad I did not waste all that fucking electricity. For
All right. All right. Later,
All right, appreciate the
everyone.
fuck out of you.
See you.
Later, Alf.
Later, buddy. All right, let's see. I'm gonna wrap this up here in a little bit. We're not gonna stay on for much longer. I am so glad I changed the fucking hours, dude. It's so weird, but awesome at the same time that it's 9:30 for me right now and not fucking 12:30. Holy shit, man. Keep that in mind, everyone. We're going to do a lot of shows between now and especially between now and the election, and it's all going to be at 8 o'clock Eastern. For my fucking psychological hell, it's going to be so much better than trying to stream at like 10 o'clock Eastern every fucking night, where I'm getting done at like 1 in the morning and shit.
Hey, look at that. You got Isaac talking about his demographic and how he likes your channel.
Hey, I was born in this century, and I think channel rocks. Thank you. Yes, Isaac, that's fucking awesome. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so you have a gay person that likes you. That's awesome.
Ha! Gay! No, I appreciate you, Isaac. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome.
He's gonna meme the hell out of me for that now.
Zombie says it's 3:30 for you, dude. Fucking hell. I appreciate the fuck out of you being up so damn late, man. I've been like, this fucking YouTube life is, yeah, it changes everything as far as your schedule goes. So I've been a fucking like, I've been going to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning a lot. I'm trying really hard to change that. Yeah. Let's see. All right. So again, support Angry Cops. Support everything he's doing as well. I think he's got a great strategy there. To say, you know, fuck all these stupid motherfuckers out there who are, we got to change our military. Our entire military needs to change. And again, that's why I got Make the Army Great Again hats. Fucking, if you want to support the show, this is another way you can do that, just by simply buying some products. We got make the Army Great Again hats. We've got the Forces Fuck shirts that I'm wearing right now. It's a great way to support the show and also look sexy at the same time. And yes, I stole that from a comedian who is on Steven Crowder's show all the fucking time. Can't remember his fucking huge fucking big name, but he doesn't his. Not Landau. No, he's this guy. He got brought on basically to replace Landau.
Oh, okay.
Older guy. He's been doing comedy for a long fucking time. But in any case, he does that on his show. It's like he always got the same fucking clip he plays over and over and over again. It's another way to support the channel and look sexy at the same time. But
speaking of which, your hat is on the way.
That's right, yeah. But you told me that I have a dildo on the way in the DM.
Not just any dildo. It was a Bad Dragons dildo.
Bad Dragon Dildo. I did not get the. I don't get the reference.
Don't look it up. You'll.
Okay.
You don't want
It's
to do that.
Nick DiPaolo. Yes, Mo. Thank you. Yeah, Nick DiPaolo. He's the one who does that on his show.
Nick is pretty funny.
Nick, he's great. He does that. He does that cameo thing, and I've been wanting to do that. It'll cost like $110, $120, something like that. But I wanna find something really funny, a way that I can have him call in and get an audio of him doing something to roast the show, talk about Vets talking, shit like that. But it'd be an investment, but I think it'll be funny as fuck. They want brain dead sheep. I'm sure you're talking about the lefties in that conversation. Maybe a little bit behind there on the comments. But let's see. I want to play one last comedian clip. And I can't remember how I found this. I think it was just somewhere in my fucking Twitter feed. But this guy talking about Trump was fucking great. Check this out.
All the conspiracy theories come out around it too. I don't know what to believe. All I do know is that if our government tried to do an assassination attempt, that's kind of how it would look. Right? It was very inefficient. Yep. That was the DMV of assassination attack. It was not good. They had a very small budget, you could tell. They wanted to do it with a grassy knoll at a parade like they were used to. They're like, we can't swing that. We got to do a tin roof at a town fair. That's all we got. Can't get any ex-military people to take the shot. Let's get the kid who came in last place on his marksman team. That apparently high schools have marksman teams. I've never.
Hey, I had a rifle team in my school. We had two. We had the high school rifle team and the junior RTC, and I was a fucking top shooter in both.
I'm jealous. I wish I had that.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's gone now. I lived in central Vermont. That whole state is woke as fuck now, so I'm sure they got rid of that.
Right, dude, that was just one big government block of cheese. Like, that's all that was. It was insane. I was hoping Trump was going to come out the same day, ear still bleeding, and do the press conference. They tried to shoot me. They tried to shoot me. They were too slow, and I'm too fast. I dodged the bullet. They didn't even see it. I saw it coming from so far away. It was like the Matrix. It was all in slow motion. Call me Neo. I'm the chosen one. They say he was a Republican. That's what they'll tell you. They'll say he was a Republican that shot, but I'll tell you right now, he shoots like a liberal. I'll tell you that. He shoots like a liberal. Not straight. So not straight. They said it was a fake bullet. That's what they said. It was a real bullet. We found the bullets. Turns out the bullets, they were made in China. That's where they were made. They were little teeny tiny Chinese bullets. So small, so tiny. I shot the guy back. They cut the cameras. They didn't show you that. It was me who shot him. I pulled out my Glock and I shot him right in the fucking face. That's what I did. It's crazy.
That is fucking great.
That's really good. That's really good.
I tried looking him up. I don't know if this is him. There's a thing on here that says Chief Nerd. I tried looking that up. It's not him.
Click on the comments. The comments might tell you more than the. Yeah, someone tagged the comedian. Drew Dunn Comedy, maybe. I bet that's who it is.
Yes!
Boom.
Oh, I'm giving him a follow. Everybody out there. Yes, fucking show this man some love. I am definitely Drew Dunn Comedy. I am going to fucking copy this and drop it in the fucking chat right now. Hell yeah. I'm dropping his Twitter link right now, everybody. That is fucking great. I'm going to do it over here on the Rumble side as well. Show this man some love. Please do that.
Too.
But okay, so this is interesting. When I was searching for him, I did find that so there is a Drew or Chief Nerd And as I was scrolling down trying to figure out this is him, I ended up finding
Chief
this.
Nerd is more of like an aggregator, but he's actually pretty good. I follow that guy too.
Dude, I found this. This is very interesting. We've all seen this picture on the left of him. Look at this picture of him on the right. He's looking at a phone. Who is he communicating with? Who is he communicating with? I've never seen that one. Who is he texting with minutes before he kills Corey Compatore and tries to kill Trump?
I mean, if this really was like not not CIA run or whatever, like he could have been looking at his like social media or something.
Dude, all the evidence that's been coming out, it looks more and more and more like he was working with somebody leading up to this shooting.
Yep.
The fact that he was at the rifle range all the fucking time, including on holidays, including on Christmas, and it was a rifle range with a fucking FBI trained. They're saying, how does he was a fucking 20-something little fucking turd who had like a minimum wage job. How did he afford all the ammunition to go shooting that much? And then there's a fucking a congressman he didn't outwardly say, but I played the clip that this guy is a no bullshit guy. He's like a former Navy SEAL sniper, said that he was hearing that Crooks's house, his apartment, was swiped clean. Like anything that was in there that could have had any form of DNA on it, including all the silverware, was gone. So if that's true, if somebody went in there and sterilized his apartment, who was in the apartment that they were trying to get the evidence out of? They were trying to get any evidence of the people who were hanging out there in Crooks's apartment. It's weird, man. Everything about the entire fucking story, nothing is adding up. Nothing is fucking added up.
Nope.
Yeah, dude, fucking look this shit up, zombie. It is crazy how fucking weird. The entire timeline of everything leading up with Crooks, the fact they've cremated his body. Crooks's body is cremated. They handed the body over almost right away back to the family who cremated it right away. The Congress, the House Oversight Committee, tried to subpoena to get the body investigated, and they couldn't. It's gone. We don't have any evidence from his body. They're saying that the rifles, this is fucking crazy, right? The rifles that the snipers were using, the Secret Service snipers with 300 Win Mag, it would have destroyed his fucking skull.
That's true.
It would have destroyed his skull. With the pictures that we're seeing,
300 Ultra Mag and a little bit more powerful, but that is a nasty bullet.
Every single video you've seen of showing the ballistics, shooting those replica fucking heads, it blows it the fuck up with a 300 Win Mag. The wound that we see, because this picture's out there of him with his fucking head. He's got a wound here, and you see like the skin fucking a little separated in the back. It looks like he got shot with a 5.56. There's no way he got shot with the fucking 300 Win Mag. So that's another question. Why is it that we can't just have the evidence out? Why can't we see this shit? They're hiding everything from us.
I forget who was saying it, but they were basically saying we already knew everything about 9/11 like 24 hours after it happened.
Yeah.
Why don't we have any information on this at all? After how long has it been? Like a month?
Yeah, it's coming up on a month. Yeah, you're right, on 9/11, not only did we had everything, we even managed to get their fucking passports.
Yeah, because they flew out of the airplane onto the street and someone was like, oh, hey, look, here's a terrorist passport.
Yeah.
Let me go turn it in. Because that totally happened.
Yeah, all the bodies are completely fucking destroyed, burned up in jet fuel that burned so hot that it melted fucking iron. It melted the iron fucking steel of the Twin Towers, but we managed to find their passports.
Yep.
We got that. We can't get anything on this 20-something nothing fucktard.
Yeah, they can't even feed us like a fake narrative immediately either. That's what's weird.
Yeah, they can't even feed us a good, believable fake narrative.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone who's believing this shit, it just has no rational thought whatsoever.
I think it's because they know that whatever they put out will help Trump, no matter what angle it's coming from.
Yeah, that's why they're just trying to memory hold the entire fucking thing, because they know, Trump came out like a fucking boss. Yeah, he came out looking like such a fucking badass of that entire thing, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we're gonna wrap this shit up. Blue Cord, thank you so much. Blue Cord's taking off. I'm gonna take off as well. We're at around 2 hours and 41 minutes. Awesome fucking show though. Good conversation. Even though Alec Baldwin's finger is completely fucking wrong. That Alien Romulus is one of the best movies of all time. Perfect movie. It's the best movie of all time. It's the best.
It's a 7 out of 10.
It was the best character development of all time.
It was the most mid movie I've ever seen.
You are wrong. All right, where can everybody find you, buddy? I do have I think I've got you in the channel, in the video description below now, but where can everybody find you?
I'm on YouTube at Alec Baldwin's Finger. I do a Monday night podcast. And you can also find me on Twitter at MG Booty Clap. That stands for Machine Gun Booty Clap.
Hell yeah.
You'll see my based take on steaks that are based.
Yeah, not the overly charred rubber shoe, like eating a fucking shoe. That's wrong. It's wrong.
I'm not shilling any Isaac steaks out there.
I just realized I've got you spelled as Baldwin, no D.
That's fine.
I'll fix that.
Drunk 3PO calls me Alex, so.
Yeah. I agree with Drunk 3PO. I agree with Jay.
Same.
Thank you guys very much. Also, do click on that link, give him a follow, show him some love, and don't forget also check out Vets Investigating Paranormal. Got the link there with the stream elements. Just scroll up a little bit if you didn't see it already. It's gonna be a great time. I've already been uploading some of our paranormal shit up there. I will begin a clip episode. I gotta take all the clips out of the 4-hour live stream that we did of the ghost investigation at Tombstone last year. I'm gonna put that up there pretty soon. And then coming up soon will either be the Jefferson City Federal Penitentiary, or it will most likely be the Haunted Castle House in Brumley, Missouri, just south of me. We're going to be doing ghost investigation from the perspective of the sick, twisted minds of military veterans. Us right here, a lot of cussing, a lot of slanted politics in our favor. We're going to talk to ghosts and what they think about woke shit. I think that'll be really fucking good shit. So please do show some love over there. Hey guys, thank you so much. Everyone out here has been awesome. Thank you to the people who are on the panel. Thank you for the super chats, Blue Cord, and everyone else. You guys keeping the lights on around here, and you're going to buy me a spirit box. That's what's coming up here pretty soon with your money, and it's going to be awesome. Thank you all to the chats, everyone who's in the chat, all the lurkers in the background, moderators, all that fucking good shit. And if you're new here, remember and make sure you double tap that like and subscribe and share us out there with everybody, because you don't got to be a veteran to enjoy this content. Just don't get butthurt. You've been warned.
Oh, God!